Shalom, family. Hey, put sevens in the chat if y'all can hear us. I'm pretty sure everybody should be able to hear us. Shalom, brother Ashar.
Shalom, family.
Good to hear from my
Mic
brother
check, mic check.
Ashar Rawak. All praises.
Shalom, Sister Kim. Shar, what up, Bob? Sanika, shalom, sis. How you?
All praises to the Most High. I hope everybody's having a beautiful Sabbath. Sister Hadessa, Sister Justice, all praises.
All praises.
Important topic tonight that we're gonna touch. We're gonna be very transparent. All love. We love our people, but correction is needed, man.
Facts.
And it is what it is. It is what it is, man. Shalom, Sister Abigail, all praises. Yeah, so we're gonna jump into it. So pretty sure everybody's seen the thumbnail, whatever the case may be. First and foremost, we love our people. Let me see. Let me get Leviticus 9. Is that 19?
Yeah.
Let's get Leviticus 19 real quick. I'm gonna open up with that. And then we're gonna get into some stuff, man. Leviticus chapter 19.
Verse 17. This is, thou shalt not hate thy brother in thy heart. Thou shalt in any wise rebuke thy neighbor and not suffer sin upon him.
All right. So before we get into this, let's just start off by saying nobody hates nobody. Nobody hates Guerrilla Hebrew. Nobody hates any camp. This is not camp banging or camp beef. Actually, this is contrary. The scripture says, thou shalt not hate thy brother in thy heart. Thou shalt in any wise rebuke thy neighbor and not suffer sin upon him. This is for the sheep, the little ones that are going to come into this thing. They need to know what Israelites are about. And Israelites are absolutely, positively not about any forms of gangbanging. I don't care what scriptures you bring out. I don't care what you say. I don't care how you philosophize it. Me and my good brother, we are from this city. We are from LA. You know what I mean? There's gangs all over the world, but we are from the quote unquote gang capital of America, or whatever the case may be, or of the world. And we have firsthand witnessed what gangbanging has done. We have, I don't know if it's okay if I can share it.
Yeah.
Okay. My brother.
Oh, yeah. Growing up in the neighborhoods. Yeah.
Yeah, my brother.
Both here.
Yeah. You know, we grew up in areas of gangs, you know what I mean, been a part of gangs, and there's nothing positive about them. And I don't like what I'm seeing in the community in terms of justifying, you know, repping sets. And, you know, somebody might, you know, they might try to what's the word I'm looking for? Play semantics. Well, I'm not gang banging, you know, I'm just from a hood. Nah, man. All of that must die, man. Throwing it up, repping it all must die. You know what I mean? Because it's not a good optic, especially for people that are trying to be righteous and repent from the evil deed. So, you know, the scripture says you shall not hate your brother in thy heart. So we don't hate anybody, but we are going to bring correction. You know what I mean? And furthermore, this is not just about one individual, Guerrilla Hebrew. This is about all of the brothers that gangbang out there. Everybody, from the brothers that we know, the brothers that we grew up with, to everybody, to uncles, to all that, to everybody. This is a message for all of y'all, because gangbanging must die, because it is a cancer to our people, every bit of it, from the vernacular to the throwing the gang signs up. Right? You agree with those sentiments, Doc?
100%. Yeah, it's a parasitic disease that's been plaguing our community for over 40, 50 years. That brings a lot of trauma, mind-altering things that you see and witness when you grow up, and you can't shake when you're a part of this. You could just imagine little Ray Ray, or little, you know what I mean, such and such, witness his uncle get shot down in cold blood, and he see these things, and he see how his mother or his grandmother respond to that, and he have these traumatic experiences reoccurring and replaying in his head, watching these things by more than likely another brother that look just like him. And you know he's going to grow up with that rage and want to seek revenge on that person. You know what I mean? It's just a perpetual cycle of the curses, being reestablished to the next generation. So we definitely want to stop it here. We for sure not finna sensationalize, glorify, or reverence gangbanging. It's foolish to have no place in this truth. If you one of those people that think it's cool, well, this lesson's for you because we're coming for you.
Period. And like I said, it ain't personal, but it's business, man. We didn't wake up to the truth to have, especially one of the reputables in the community, to glorify it in a way of sensationalizing it to where it's made okay. And brothers that follow people, maybe it's not, is it? Oh, well, it's not really.
Y'all so scared to call out the real, man.
Is it a sin to say cuz? Is it like all of that? That's garbage. Cuz, blood, all of that has nothing to do with death of our people. Why would I want to glorify or sensationalize that?
Right.
That just shows the mentality of me. Okay. You can say whatever you want. I love my people. Yeah, but you repping a hood that just got a RICO of sex trafficking little kids.
Yeah, minors. Yeah.
Minors, 14-year-old little girls. That we can't allow this to happen. Like, at some point, us as a community, we got to start calling this out because gangbanging has I'm going to say it loud and clear. Gangbanging in a way of us killing our people and the hate that we perpetuate among our people has no place among our community. Absolutely no place. I don't care what anybody has to say about it. There's absolutely no place for it among our community, and we're going to call it out. It is what it is. It is what it is. Gangbanging is evil, and we'll give firsthand accounts of just how evil it is because I don't think people really understand just how evil it is. I'm gonna get Isaiah real quick.
Okay.
Let's go to Isaiah chapter 3, verse 12. Shout out to Priest Sakai in the building, man. Shalom, King. All praises. Good to see you, Wak. Let's get Isaiah chapter 3, verse 12, man. Shalom to the good brother Hakai. All praises and love to that good brother, man.
God.
All praises and love to that good brother. And all praises and love to everybody that's scattered upon the face of the earth, okay?
Ready?
Yeah, give me that Isaiah 3 and 12. I'll just reading this comment right here. Go ahead.
Yeah, Isaiah chapter 3, verse 12. It says, as for my people, children are their oppressors and women rule over them. O my people, they which lead thee cause thee to err and destroy the way of thy path.
You see that? Read that one more time, huh? Crazy.
From the top.
This is prophecy. Crazy. Go ahead.
As for my people, children are their oppressors.
It says children are oppressors. It says, as for my people, children are their oppressors. Who oppresses us today? The gangs, the children, the teenagers.
The YNs.
The YNs, as they call them today, right? They jump off the porch, 10, 11, 12 sometimes, maybe?
Yeah, about 12, 11, 12, depending on
16, 17,
yeah.
All that, right?
Yeah, depending on the circumstances, yeah.
Right? So they jump off the porch, and then what do? Instead of protecting the community, what do they do? They run around and they terrorize the community, right?
It's facts.
And this doesn't mean that we don't love our brothers, because we do. Like I said, we got family members in gangs.
Sure.
So we love y'all, but the truth is the truth. You terrorize your own neighborhood. I don't want to hear that. I've been seeing interviews of OGs talking like, yeah, we protect. No, you don't. Yeah. Stop lying on no jumper and all that. Y'all don't protect the neighborhood. The OGs ain't really even got say-so really in the neighborhood.
Yeah, they don't
like
run the youngsters, man.
The youngsters,
man, the youngsters run the streets, man. The YNs run the streets in LA. You want to keep it a buck.
Yeah, in LA. Yeah, we're not speaking on nowhere else.
The youngsters run the streets. They do whatever they want. You might have structure here and there, certain areas, certain territories. Sometimes it depends on who the OG that says it. They might respect him. If he was really official and he really was outside with them, they might listen to him. But for the most part, OGs nowadays in 2025, he's 25. OG is 25 nowadays.
And they are, and
they are. You know
and if that 25-year-old is not really actively putting in work, they don't care about what you're talking about. So when you talk about terrorizing the community and we're actually protecting our community, I think I've seen an interview with a brother talking about like I think it was the brother from Hoover talking on No Jumper saying, yeah, we protect our community. We protect our community. Woo, woo, woo.
You talking about Gumby?
Yeah, we protect our community, but he's saying we protect our community from the other side.
Yeah, his own people.
Your own people. What we fail to realize is all of the communities of where our people are at is all of our people. Like all the communities are ours. It was a point in time in LA back what in the like in the 40s,
Right.
in the 40s and the 50s, right?
Yeah, I say about mid-50s, early 60s.
Where you could go anywhere in LA and be safe.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So my whole thing is you are terrorizing the community. We rob for our own community. We terrorize it in the sense of we burglarize it. We have shootouts in our own community. These things are not supposed to be sensationalized. You know what I mean? It's not supposed to be sensationalized. Now, I love what Isaiah said because it says children are oppressors, right? But what did it say right there, though? It said that they that lead thee cause thee to error. Yeah, so who are our leaders?
The YNs.
The young cats that's sensationalizing. And then you got the internet now that's completely glorifying this. And we cannot have a Hebrew Israelite community start to glorify this. We can't. We absolutely can't. We have to say death to it. Right? Did you want to bring something out?
Yeah. Give me 1 Kings chapter 12, verse 24 real quick. Right? We already know the precept in Ecclesiastes. It's a time and a place for everything, right? It's certainly not time for, we got to be responsible with our voice in Israel. You know what I mean? The influence that we got in Israel, especially somebody that's a notable figure. People recognize you and they watch your every move, and you have that type of imprint where you can give off influence to the people and they feel like they got to follow, right? I think it's a responsibility if you're one of those people that's putting in work, people know you, they recognize you, you gotta carry yourself accordingly. You gotta carry yourself like the Most High God, right? What does it mean to be godly? Like Yahweh, right? And I don't think Yahweh whatsoever will be sensationalizing, glorifying another deity, because I don't care what nobody say. I don't care what nobody got to say. Gang banging in their hoods is an idol. We'll be able to prove that to y'all through the Spirit. Gang banging and the reverence and the glory and the admiration they have for their neighborhoods is an idol. They treat it like a religious, you know what I mean? Like a religion, like a religious sect, almost in a sense. And look, let it be known that religion, I know people, you know, they get tied up on that religiosity in that word, right? Like, hold on, look, religion is way more broad spread than the established religions that we used to. Because it's just
religion is just a practice.
It's a practice.
That's all religion is.
Frame of thought, right?
Right.
Gangbanging got a practice, right? They got their temple, which is their neighborhood where they congregate. In case of the Hoovers, they from the 50s all the way to the 112th Street. That's their neighborhood, right? They wear their clothing, they wearing H hats and stars, right? Sensationalizing and reverencing their God and their deity, which is that goddamn H, right? They throw up their little signs, it's their little gang sign that they throw up in honor of their deity. They even got feast days.
Got their hood day.
That's their hood day. That's like they Passover. You see what I'm saying? Where they all go into their neighborhood or whatever little respected place, and then they congregate and they have a solemnity or a festival.
They got their covenant.
They got their covenant.
But you gotta get jumped in.
You gotta get jumped in.
You know what I mean? Beat up by at least 4-5 dudes.
Yeah. You
and then take an oath. You gotta take an oath, and then you gotta put some type of work in the hood if you really from there, and you gotta stay active in the neighborhood. You cannot be gone for that long. If you just get up and off the porch, maybe if you've been there for 20 years or whatever, that's different. If you're a young cat, I'm 15, I'll get put on.
They get them problems too, though.
Yeah,
if they ain't seen you too long. You're susceptible to getting a DP, which they call in the community now, which is discipline. You know what I mean? DP is short for discipline. Where if that gang ain't seen you in about 3 or 4, you know what I mean, 5-6 months at a time, and then you just pop up out of nowhere, you might get disciplined. You know what I mean? That's how it works in this culture, and it's toxic, right? But read this real quick.
Where is that at? 1 Kings what?
1 Kings chapter 12, verse 24. This is the point I want to get right here, right?
1 Kings chapter 12,
verse 24. Watch this.
Verse 24. Thus says the Lord, Ye shall not go up nor fight against your brethren, the children of Israel.
Real simple edict that the Most High God gave, right? Now, I know in the context, this was where Rehoboam was trying to go back and get his get back, right, on the northern kingdom for killing the messenger or the tribute, the guy that he sent to go collect the tribute for the rest of the tribes, right? The Most High sent a prophet to Rehoboam and said, look, you shall not go up to fight your brothers. What are the prophets doing on the street corners week in and week out? That's our message, because we in the knee-deep streets of Los Angeles. We don't go teach in Hollywood. There ain't no disrespect to the brothers that do. We go directly into the communities. We own Hoovers. We own Figueroa teaching.
Where's that? Manchester and over there by Manchester Park?
From the 50s all the way to the 112. We go all the way down Fig, right?
Right around the corner from Manchester Park.
Right. We can actually see the prostitutes and the, all the stuff, all the activities that go on in there. So much to the point when the prostitutes see us out there, they like, man, we got to go across, we got to walk another way, because they feel convicted because they know the prophets of the Lord are out there, right? But here's the point that I'm bringing out. God sent the prophet to Rehoboam in the tribe of Benjamin, letting them know, don't go fight your brothers. We out there week in and week out telling our people not to fight our brothers, not to kill your brothers, not to continue the cycle of this parasitic disease that's been plaguing our community for the last 50 goddamn years, right? Only for us to get into the truth, Alazar, and set us back. You can say whatever, you can create whatever kind of damn fairy tale in your mind, delusional madness in your mind, thinking that you're really trying to help, but you can't help when you participating and you throwing up this and you running around and you got these goddamn H hats on and all this stuff, right? Because I guarantee you, mark my word, when you run into a 40, I guarantee you, you better be on that, because he's not going to give you a pass. He ain't going to care about you being no gorilla Hebrew. He ain't going to care about you being a priest, none of that.
A real 40 member.
A real 40. A real 40 crib.
And I said this today, like, how can we say I'm gangbanging or I'm showing that I'm from this hood to save my people when all of your people are from different hoods and your hood is one of the hated hoods in California? We're speaking from where we're from.
Yeah.
How does it look if I'm throwing up A-Tray Gangsta Crip,
right,
but I'm trying to go teach in the 60s? It don't make sense. I'm on. Let's say I went on Jumper and I was like, yeah, I'm from A-Tray Gangsta Crip. I grew up in the 80s, and you know what I mean. I was running around in the 80s and all that, blah 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 blah. And I'm promoting. Yeah, they asking me where I'm from. Yeah, I'm from A-Tray Crip. And then the next day, Yachts out like, hey, we about to go teach on Slauson and Crenshaw.
To your point, right? There was a dude on No Jumper. He from Long Beach, right? Long Beach 20s. No, insane. P Nice, right? To your point, right? This is how cold it is, right? To your point. He did a video. He did like a little video where I think they got money for it. They was promoting a video with 4 extras. And then turned around and went into Alazar neighborhood that he's claiming Hoover, one of their little gatherings. You know what I mean? They had like a baseball game. And they told him, hey, look, we seen you in the video with 4 extras. You got to go.
Who was it?
P Nice. Mm-hmm. P Nice. Because they're allies with P Nice is from Insane Crip, and they allies with the Hoovers. So he thought he can go after doing that video with 4 extras who vowed to kill all Hoovers, to exterminate all of them. You know, that's his top enemy. You know what I mean? Nevertheless, he thought he was okay to go to this little function or whatever, and it was a lot of people uncomfortable. And they told him he got to leave. Out of respect for his homies, they ain't do nothing to him, but they said you got to leave. So to your point, we supposed to be prophets, man of God, priests, as he called himself, right? Going out and teaching the word of the Heavenly Father. We was given a heavenly gift, and we supposed to be responsible with this gift. He just marginalized himself because now he can't even go to certain areas.
How are you doing that activity to save your people? It don't make sense.
Don't make no sense.
You're going to have a whole 100+ gangs that hate you. That's your people. How you going to witness to them?
And they ain't going to care about
that. When you a Hoover Crip, I'm a Hoover Crip.
Don't make
and
sense,
I'm gang banging. I ain't even, y'all stupid. I ain't even gang banging. I'm just from my area, and I'm going and I'm saving
You
the
could be
people.
from your area and not say that.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, you could be from your community and not say that. And last time I checked, ain't he from Washington State?
I guess I don't know exactly.
You're not from California, bro. So stop it. Let's keep it a buck. You from Washington State, bro. Not to say it ain't no gangs out there, but let's keep it a buck. You didn't become a priest and a camp leader to set us back and be on this goddamn BS and promoting this garbage to the youth. This is foolish. It's nothing. It's no sense you can make of us. And all you Hebrews that scared to say something, shame on you.
Scared to say something or respect the person's and mad if somebody else say something. Now, like I said, I preference my comments. We don't have no hate in our heart for that brother at all. But I think and I believe that if we was doing some left hand shit, excuse my language, but I got to keep it real, that Gorilla didn't like, he would have called us out on it because that's what he do.
He should too.
And he should, as he should. Yeah. He didn't call out many different people. You know, we're not going to say nobody's names, but he has called out many different people and the nation rallied behind it and didn't say nothing about it. So now when we calling out this behavior that is a cancer to our community, I don't care who has a problem with it. We're not about to sit here and we talk about cosplaying, right? But as cosplaying as gangbangers, we're not about to sit here and do that.
That's a fact.
That is a definite travesty to the Most High and Yahweh Shai, because he doesn't stand for anything that gangbanging is for. Now I want to read this real quick because somebody said, I say it depends on where you from. Down south, we call each other blood and cuz. I'm not down south. I'm not from down south. I can't speak on down south. I don't know. I've been down south. I do know in certain areas they say cuz and blood.
They say blood and cuz. Yeah.
What I'm talking about, and I do know cuz and blood actually did have a intimate term.
Yeah, they had it.
Historically. I'm talking about when you saying you a Crip, you saying you a Hoover, and you saying cuz. Sometimes I call my cousins cuzzo.
Right.
I be like, what up, cuzzo? You know what I mean? So I understand in different places that word means different things. I'm talking about when you throwing up a set talking about cuz and I'm from a Hoover and I'm this and I'm that, and we're supposed to be representatives of in a community that is better, that is promoting peace and unity among our people. And then you're going to have new people that's coming into the truth that's going to see that behavior and think that it's okay to behave in that fashion. No, we denounce it, we renounce it, and we hate it, and we want it destroyed. We don't want if the Most High come back, he's going to do the destroying of our people. Yeah, whatever it's his will. We want all our people to be saved. But the people that's killing our people and destroying our people, the Most High tells you what you should do to a murderer. Right. So, and I know we're going to go into the whole RICO case and all of that.
Yeah, for sure.
Because it just don't look right when I believe that's the Most High. And I'm gonna give it back to you. That's truly why I agreed to go into this lesson. And we're gonna go into the RICO and all that. We read a little article. That's why even it was like, you know what, we do need to address it, because the Most High shows things, says in the mouth of 2 or 3 witnesses. This situation with the brother Gorilla happened, you know, throwing up Hoover, banging Hoover. And is it ironic now Hoover is in a big old sex scandal, RICO scandal,
right,
promoting sex trafficking of minors, and then we're throwing up their hood representing them.
It happened like the next day.
He was literally the next day.
He was on no jumper, and then swiftly the judgment came right after that. Operation, federal indictment. Hoover was blasted all over the place. Right after a quote unquote priest of the Lord goes on no jumper and said, I'm from West Side Hoover.
The next day, his gang catch a RICO. And do y'all understand how crazy that sound? A priest?
That's blasphemous, bro.
What are we talking about? We're talking about a priest throwing up Hoover. Again, this is not you from where you from. You grew up where you grew up. I never formally got put on no gang, but I can still go to the places that I grew up and go there and know people. So where you grew up is where you grew up. You can't change that. Right. You're gonna have people that you know, that you're gonna have family members, that all of that. Where you from is where you from. But by no means as a leader of the people are you gonna catch me cripping and blooding and throwing up a set You're never going to do that. And that's unacceptable. I don't care how anybody feels. When you're dealing with gang stuff, that's something that touches us very sensitively, because when we first found this truth, that's one of the reasons why the truth clicked for us.
Right.
Is because of the gang stuff. We was like, oh, that's why.
Yeah,
I can speak for me and my brother for sure.
For sure, yeah.
And most of my brothers that I know, you got to drop that. You know what I mean? You understand? You got to drop that. So I know you wanted to show the video. You want to?
No, I was sending it to you. So we can do it.
Okay. Oh, you're not gonna pull it up like you did?
Nah. I'll do the article.
Okay. You want to pull up the article first?
Pull the article first, yeah.
And again, this ain't no. I hate when people try to make it seem like when you call out something that needs to be called out. Let me get that real quick.
Oh, somebody said something?
No. I'm just saying, and just in general, people getting mad. You know what I mean? This don't have no malice behind it or nothing. This is real facts. This is real facts. And the reason why we talking about it is because it's put out there for the world. And don't think for 1 second that these gang members ain't watching. I remember when the Nipsey Hussle thing happened. Remember when the Nipsey Hussle passed away? Right. We had Hebrew Israelites rebuking Nipsey and all of that, and calling Nipsey a Hamite, whatever, right?
Right.
We was teaching on the streets, and neighborhood Crips was coming up, because we teach on Slauson and Western.
Right, Slauson and Crenshaw.
And we was on Slauson and Crenshaw
right in front of the Marathon store.
We was right in front of the Marathon store teaching, and we had people coming up like, hey, I thought y'all didn't like Nipsey, cuz.
Yeah, they was on that. They was.
And we had to tell them, like, nah, that was a different Israelite group. And I called it out, like, hey, man, if you're not from here, stop talking, stop doing rebuke. Y'all don't know the politics out. People love Nipsey out here, and y'all make it hard for the people in LA to teach the word, because we're in the hood. We not running from the hood. We in the trenches when we go out and teach. So don't think for 1 second that the hood ain't watching, especially if you on no jumper. So now you're going to have gang members like, oh, them Hebrew niggas really be gang banging like that?
Yeah, they're going to be asking that question.
You know what I mean? Like, oh, y'all be gang banging like that? Y'all be from Hoover? Y'all be from this? Y'all be from that?
If y'all are asking that question, hell no, we don't. That's an anomaly, you know what I mean, of a brother that's just lost in the sauce, really. Just a little confused, and I think he been sensationalizing gang banging a little too much, and now it's just he can't control it now. It's at a point where he just can't control it, and now he like F it.
I think if he really grew up in the city,
he wouldn't like it.
He wouldn't respect it. Like if Gorilla Hebrew really grew up in the city.
He grew up from an observational view. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I don't know the brother. I don't know what he did.
I don't know his story, but what I do know is
he don't know what it feel like, because he wouldn't be sensationalize it if he did. He don't know what it feel like to really know somebody mama and watch her cry at her son die, and she just hopeless, and she hugging her baby in her dead baby in her hand, and he lifeless, and you witness it. He don't know nothing about that, bro. He don't know nothing about that. I don't think he really knows about that. He don't know nothing about losing childhood brothers that you play red light, green light with, marbles with, to the penal system forever. They never come home. I'm talking about hundreds, federal indictments, 52 people in one sweep. I don't think he know nothing about that, right? Dudes that you got like baby pictures with, playing in the sandbox with, and they never coming home. I don't think he really knows the sentiments behind that. He don't know about maybe he do. I don't know. Maybe, but the intertribal beats that you have within your community.
I mean, I don't know his whole life, or whatever the case may be. But what I can say is, I know he not that older than us.
He not older.
He not older than you. I don't think. So if he was really in the Hoovers,
I would have known.
We would have seen it. Bro, most of my friends went to Washington Preparatory and shit like that. I grew up in the A-Trade gangster crib. We went to school with people that was from Hoover. I got friends from Hoover. Not only do I got friends from Hoover, I have children that are grown now that I worked with as kids that are from Hoover. I got a young boy right now. Matter of fact, when you done sharing that, I'll pull it up right now. I got a young boy named T-Rail. My young boy T-Rail, the last time he's from Hoover. The last thing I heard from that young boy, and that was my boy, and I tried my best to steer him out of that. He just caught a body, and I think he's doing life.
He's doing life, yeah. I remember you talking about him.
Remember I told you?
So about that.
The last time I seen him, which was random, I seen him on Fig and El Segundo randomly, right inside of the 7-Eleven where we used to teach at. He pulled up, Coach P. I'm like, what's up, boy? He like, yeah. He's like, man, guess what? I'm like, what? He's like, man, I'm from Hoover now. I'm like, what? You from Hoover? What you talking about? I didn't think he would be from there, but he was like, I'm from there, whatever. Woo, woo, woo.
Right.
I see him in little videos with the Hoovers on a little hood day. He was in the video, whatever, all that. And I just got sad for him because I was like, it's only one thing that can happen. And the last time I heard from somebody else that mutually knows my young boy, you know what I mean? I heard that he was doing life for catching a body. See what I'm saying? So this hits home for us because we know people from every hood in LA, and it ruins lives. So when we see a prominent figure throwing up the set, talking about cuz and all that, it's disgusting to us. Native of LA.
Yeah, he doing everything too, man.
It's
He's not
disgusting.
even trying to hide it. I mean, he got the H hat, he got stars, he's throwing up the neighborhood, even the calligraphy, you know, in the writings, he putting, you know, the H all capital, you know what I mean? Probably whacking out O's.
I never seen him whack out of O though.
Okay,
I don't want to put that on.
Like I said, probably.
Yeah, I didn't see him whack out of O.
It's like, bro, stop it, bro. This is foolish. The hell are you doing? This is folly. This is stupid.
And ain't nobody gonna say nothing because they probably too scared. Or like I said, it's respected persons. We ain't scared to say. We ain't scared to make.
To say what's right.
Say what's right. It is what it is.
It is what it is.
You want to get into the?
Yeah, we can get into.
Go ahead.
So look. So this is from KTLA 5, right? Talking about the Hoover Gang. So Hoover Gang members pimped out women, right? Or women, girls as young as 14 years old. That's all bad right there, right? Right off the top. Whoever is on this list, they're going to have problems when they go to jail.
They're going to have problems.
Their reputation is over.
And they put their face.
They blasted their face.
Blasted their face, too.
Yeah, so it's over with.
You said P-Nice was on there, too?
P-Nice is from Jungles.
Oh, okay.
He from not P-Nice, was P4K, something like that. Yeah, he from Jungles. It says 11 alleged members of the street gang based in Los Angeles facing a federal racketeering and other charges for their role in a suspected prostitution and sex trafficking ring. Members of the Hoover criminal gang are accused of forcing girls and women into prostitution, which is everything against the scriptures. I don't even understand how you can associate yourself with something like this that's 100% against the scriptures. Can I get that real quick, the prostitution scripture?
Leviticus 19:29.
I mean, we're guilty by association.
Because don't we always say if one Israelite,
we guilty of all.
If one Israelite look bad, we all look bad. Don't we used to say that. We used to say that. That's how the Most High judge it. And we used to say that. Well, one Israelite, you know, they ain't gonna see camps. I didn't hear brothers. Oh, they ain't gonna see camps. They gonna just see Israelites. When you bang in a set like Hoover, and you like, that wasn't me, but this is your set that you claiming. So you're claiming this type of activity.
Yeah,
Let me get that.
You complicit.
You complicit.
Read that real quick. Leviticus 19:29 real quick. Let me see. Clearly with this is everything about gangbanging is contrary to the scriptures. You know what I mean? You probably can find a couple things that's okay about gangbanging in terms of the tribalism, the brotherhood, the togetherness, the community. That's it. Besides that, everything else is negative. Everything else is negative, man. Read that.
You said what?
Leviticus 19:29.
29. You want 29? Okay. Yeah. It says Leviticus chapter 19, verse 29. Do not prostitute thy daughter to cause her to be a whore, lest the land fall to whoredom and the land become full of wickedness.
Right. So scriptures is real clear. We're not supposed to prostitute our women. It's going to cause our nation to fall into whoredom and everybody going to be wicked, essentially. It's very clear, right? So these youngsters got caught up with a prostitution ring, right? Let's go down. Let's see. It says, so they even got their names right here. They've got their photos and all that. It says all 11 people listed below face a count of conspiracy to violate the Racketeering Influence and Corrupt Organization Act. So they gave them a RICO Act, right? So they gonna probably do a minimum of about 15 years. This is the most significant charge they got right here. Sex trafficking minor, underage woman, bro.
Minors, yeah.
Minors, plural.
Sex trafficking in general is bad.
It's bad.
But a minor, and you know, that's why we hate the hood, man. The hood is full of depressed people. Why do we glorify that shit? Like, no jumper, make that shit look so, excuse my language, I'm sorry. I'm keeping it real today, but no jumper make it look so glamorous.
Yeah.
Do y'all know that these people are depressed?
They trying to make it out.
They trying to get out of the hood. These people are depressed and sad. You don't have money. Your mom and dad is not together. Your dad probably was running the streets. Your mama probably, you know, cussing her daughter out, and you know the young boy probably don't have nothing, you know, to eat when he, you know, these are people that's going through stuff like that.
I'm gonna tell you one of OG from my neighborhood, right, from my community. I'm not gonna say his name, but look, let's just say in the 90s he did his thing, everything you're supposed to do as a gangbanger, quote unquote, right? Didn't tell, was riding and sliding and doing all this type of foolishness for the set, right? Did about 31 years, right? Did 31 years of his life. Came home. Did he come home to a retirement check?
Hell no.
You know where he at right now?
Where he at?
Sleeping on a goddamn porch.
This is his hood, right? True story. I lived in Athens for, how many years was that? I lived in Athens. I lived in Athens up until Pará probably was what, like 11, 12 years or something like that.
Yeah, you live in Athens.
Probably like, yeah, for a minute. Probably like 10 years, 8 years. My wife, she could clarify, but my wife lived in Athens all her life, pretty much.
Right.
But we moved in the apartments, you know what I mean? For my wife, if she can say how long we lived over there. I forgot, probably like 8 years or something like that.
Yeah,
I lived over there. And I remember two things I seen in the hood. I seen young, because I got cool with everybody. I seen young cats that I used to always see disappear.
Damn.
And I'm like, where's such and such at?
You probably dead.
And then brothers on the block had to tell me, oh, such and such got killed.
Pretty much, yeah. That's how it works.
So I seen that. So in the 8, 9 years that we lived there, I seen that. And I seen older dudes that was coming home from doing 20 years, sleeping in the hallway stairs.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
Sleeping in the hallway stairs. Of course, I got cool with them. I'm bringing them plates of food in the hallway stairs. His homies could barely even do that because they barely could take care of themselves.
Right.
But you know, you put in all this work for the hood, and then you do a bid for 15 years. You get out, and you don't come home to a rack. You don't come home to some bread. You come home to a pissy stair hallway.
Facts.
Sleeping in the hallway.
Right.
And the only brother that would give you food is a Hebrew Israelite on the fourth floor that would give you plates of food and water.
Right.
And you sleeping in the hallway. That's what gangbanging gonna get you.
For sure. That's the end result.
So all that, you got money and all this Adam 22 and all this no jumper, man, that's all a facade. This is real life. Out of the hood, how many of the homies is rich? Out of everybody in the hood?
1%.
1%.
Maybe 2 at the most, yeah.
Everybody don't got money. That's a facade. Don't let the internet fool you. And it's wicked. So and I'm sorry, I'm gonna give it right back to you.
No, get cooked, huh?
You put in all that work. This is why we hate it. You put in all that work, and because we seen it. This when the cameras is off.
Facts.
We ain't doing this for the cameras. You put in all that work just to come home from doing a 15-year, 20-year bid to return home to sleep in the pissy hallways.
Or even worse, let's say the next generation of white. This happens a lot too in the neighborhoods. This is the dark side of gangbanging they don't want to talk about. You know, I would say Alizar is like a party crip where he goes and he takes the pictures and the glitz and glamour. He got the name. He's recognized. All this foolishness, right? But the dark side of it is when you do 30 years, there's a generation of people that don't know you.
Facts.
So when you come back,
Facts.
You come back to your
because either all your homies is dead,
and
the young cats don't know you,
or they grown and got their sense together and they got up out of there, right? So you probably got a random couple dudes that know you. Let's say they're not on the block that day. and there's all youngsters out there, and they don't know who you are. I've seen this happen. You getting stripped, beat up, knocked out, slapped, violated, because they like, we don't know you. Who are you? I ain't never heard you. I ain't never heard your name. Man, you got 5 seconds to get up out of here. And then, you know, if he's somebody official, he gonna naturally try to, you know, resist. And then that's gonna be bad for him, man. He gonna get packed out by a group of young YNs he don't even know. You just did 30 years. Of course you don't know them. They weren't even born when you was doing your stuff. That's the part of gangbanging we want to talk about.
That's the part that nobody talk about. We it's all good when we wearing designer, throwing up our set. We listening to YG, you know what I mean? We listening to, you know, even in a lot of cases, we listen to Nipsey, we listen to all these rappers and songs and all that. But when you live in it, it's a whole nother dichotomy. It's a whole nother world. Why you think somebody was crazy enough and cuckoo enough to kill Nipsey Hussle the way they did? Because when one person make it out, it's like, damn, we know the statistics. Like Kendrick got a song called Black Boy Fly. And then go listen to that song. And in that song, he's explaining how, you know, only a certain percentage of black males make it out the hood.
Right.
So when Kendrick was looking at the game, you know what I mean? When he said, I used to be jealous and Aaron to follow, you know what I mean? From Compton. Right. I used to be jealous of the game. Right. He was jealous of them because he knew that only a certain amount of percentage of black males make it out the hood. A lot of times that translates to the hood killing you because it's a lot of depressed people in the hood. So when they see their homie making it out and he leaving and he living in Beverly Hills and all that, and he just come back, that's why they say when you make it out the hood, don't go back, because you're among sharks, mentally challenged people with guns. That's what gangbanging is really essentially is. Not saying that we not smart. I'm saying mentally challenged in the sense of the depression and the pain that we face as children growing up.
That's why, to bring it back full circle, you know, I don't know if you've been watching like the interviews with the Hoover Gumby dude, the OG from their neighborhood, from their little section. He feels like anybody that made it out has a devotion and a responsibility to give back to their neighborhood and his community. You know, he feels like if you don't do that, then you're not from the section no more. So he was getting that milk. He was getting that, you know, the dudes on back on Fig, you know, taking shots at him here and there and letting them know, like, well, you can't claim my section, you can't claim my region if you're not giving back. But when you do try to give back, like Nipsey did, you get killed. You come up short. So you wonder why they don't come back. Because when you do come back and you try to give back to the community, you offer, you know, opportunities and things in that nature, they still not happy. You get what I'm saying? So what is the Most High showing you, man? What is clear? I mean, if you're going to go back, you need to go back with the gospel.
Yep, because
that's the only reason.
And I'm going to let you finish your article. One thing I always say, I say we, and I tell everybody that gangbang this, I tell all my friends this, my brothers know this. I want to push the truth so hard in LA that we take over the streets like gangbanging took over the streets in the 60s. Right. That's how hard I want to destroy gangbanging in the minds of our people, and how hard I want to push the truth in these streets. I want to push the truth in these streets so hard to where now, like, I remember it happened to me. I was on where was we at? I was on at that Food for Less over there in the Hunnits. What street is that? Imperial and what's the other street? Imperial and
it's Crenshaw Imperial, or the one in Food for Less?
Yeah, that Food for Less right
Van
there.
Ness, yeah.
Nah, not Van Ness, not Van Ness. It's Imperial and what is it? Western?
That's Crenshaw.
Is that
Food for Less?
No, not over there. Not over there.
Oh, you talking about going more down?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's Western.
Yeah, Western, Florence and Western, ain't it?
No,
Imperial and Western. Yeah. Imperial and Western. Slack.
Right,
so I was over there, right around the corner from like not too far from Washington Prep.
Right.
So, we was over there, whatever, and I seen it was two dudes following me in the grocery store, and then when I let my fringes hang down, they was like, oh nah, he one of them. See, that's what I like. I like stuff like that. You know what I mean? Where when people start to see your fringes, they're like, oh no, he cool, he one of them. So imagine if I was throwing up the set of Hoover,
you wouldn't have got no pass.
And I wouldn't have got no pass. I went on a no jumper interview talking about but that's why, you know, we talk about we doing this for our people, but you could never talk to some of your people in
You
LA
just
now.
marginalize yourself because it's a whole section of people you're not gonna be able to teach to. They're not gonna hear you. When they see you, they're gonna see enemy. Go. Foolish, right? But
Go
look,
ahead.
to your point, right? Before I get back to this article, to your point, I want to dispel this lie, right? That we can't reach the people unless we, involve or we in the trenches with them and we doing the stuff that they doing. That's bull. That's BS. That's garbage. Don't let nobody tell you that. We in here. We out here. Week in and week out, right? Been in the truth 15, 16 years, me the last 9 years. That's BS, right? We went to the Nickerson Garden Projects, right? Nickerson Garden Projects.
Yeah, we went to the Nickersons, yeah.
We went to the Nickerson Garden Projects a couple years back. Make a long story short, we was organized. We came in our uniform. We came in unison. We walking in order. It's about 200 of them out there. It's a lot of them. Nickerson Gardens is the biggest projects in LA. They all outside today. It's a summer day. Everybody outside, whatever. We go out there. We walk up to the block with our pamphlets and all that. And it was a youngster that came outside with it. He looked like he just got out of YA. He got a shirt off, tattooed, all that blasted. And he was like, man, this is an example of black excellence right here. We thought some brothers was like, damn, is he coming to kind of like check our energy? Nah, he looked at the order. He was like, bro, this is black excellence right here, bro. This is example. I ain't never seen no black excellence like this, bro. And start clapping. So don't let nobody fool you and tell you that you gotta be with them. You gotta throw up gang signs
to save them.
No, they respect order. They respect order. When they seen now, some of them was kind of like, we don't pull out your phones. Some of them was acting tough and kind of like resistant. But most of the brothers that was informed and kind of knew what we was doing and seen it and respected it, they was like, bro, this is black excellence, bro. Can we get a little bit more about what y'all do? And they was listening, they was inquiring, and they was very inquisitive. So I said that to say, you don't gotta be on the block with them. You don't gotta roll up an L with them.
You ain't gotta take a picture throwing up their hood.
That's foolish.
That's foolish.
You know what I'm saying?
Hey, I'm gonna say one more. Okay, yeah, one more story. We from the city. We got hella stories. Look, we could tell stories about the streets all day and all night. We rarely do it because we don't glorify that. That's not what we glorify. But since this is a hot topic and this is what it is, we're going to talk about it. You also got some nutcases. I don't know. You wasn't out there when we was in front of Nipsey's store. Right there on Slauson and what's that?
Slauson and Crenshaw.
Yeah. Slauson and Crenshaw. Yeah. We was on Slauson and Crenshaw. We was teaching, right? And all of the 6-0s was outside. Like, I don't know what they was doing, but it just so happened they all was on Slauson and Crenshaw. Like that day, they all was on it. Like right, literally in that shells right there, right in that shells. And we teaching, and they looking or whatever. And then after we done teaching, right, I had got off the mic. I was the last one teaching. I think I told you this story. I was the last one teaching, and then we packing up our stuff, and then a young dude came walking over there, and he was kind of like, hey, cuz, like, what's this about? And then I pulled out a flyer, like, hey, bro, check this out. We the real Israelites. Whoop, whoop. He slapped the flyer on my hand and was like, nigga, I don't want none of that, nigga. I'm smarter than you, nigga. I'm smarter than you, cuz, and I'm from 60s, nigga. I'm smarter than you. And I'm like, what? And then his homies was laughing across the street, like, man, lead them people alone. But I guess he probably was offended by not something I said in terms of knowledge-wise, where he felt like he was young. Like, he probably was like a little older than me at the time. He felt like he had to challenge me in knowledge. But I say that to say, and of course his homies was like, man, lead them brothers alone. His homies was like, but imagine if I was banging on the internet and he recognized us from the internet, like, wait, ain't you that nigga that's from Hoover?
I seen you on no
jumper. Ain't you? I seen you on no jumper from Hoover. He already was burnt out. he already was burnt out. So imagine if he would have seen and recognized I was from Hoover. How was that saving your people?
It's certainly not gonna save you. You're gonna have a world of trouble.
You're gonna be. Trust me. If he that ignorant to do that to some knowledge that don't have nothing to do with they enemy hood, imagine what he would have wanted to do if he would have seen.
Already chapped in the mind. We burnt
out. That's the point.
Naturally, you know what I mean? Because of the curses. That's just a part of the curses. A lot of us got mind-altering diseases and sicknesses that we haven't been healed from because of the curses. You mean to tell me now you put a bullseye on yourself and say it outright? You know what I mean? He been kind of like hitting at it, but now he just said outright bro, it's gonna be.
It's no way he'll be able to
laughing.
street. It's no way. It's
not
no
gonna be
way
able to
you'll
street
be
teach
able
out
to
here,
really,
bro.
really street. It's no way he's gonna be able to street teach in none of the enemy's hoods. It's no way. And that's the point. It's a conflict of interest for us to reach our people when we claim in the hood. But go ahead. I know you want to
Yeah,
read
give
a
me
little bit more
Proverbs
from that.
22 and 22. It says some of those trafficking victims were runaways. This is terrible, right? Because I think about all the young girls in my neighborhood that I grew up with. I think about my nieces who's around that age, 14, 13, 15, right? Who could easily be subjugated and victimized to this buffoonery right here, right? Are in foster care systems, and they were recruited through social media, then branded with tattoos of gang member names on a, so I guess this is like them kind of stamping the woman as this is my hoe, essentially. Right, this is what they doing, right? It's just the exploitation of vulnerable women and children through sex trafficking is one of the most hideous or heinous crimes our society faces, said Los Angeles Police Chief Jim McDonald. The victims in this case, many of them minors. It says so it's multiple. It's not just one. Many of them were minors, runaways, right? Which means they're highly because they're runaways and they're minors and they're probably subject to the foster care system. Mm-hmm. They're more susceptible to this type of behavior because they're looking for guidance and leadership, and they're gonna probably be attractive to the masculinity that the gangs have. You know what I mean? So this is crazy, right? But read that real quick because this is 100%
we're at Proverbs
22 and 22.
Proverbs chapter 22, verse 22. Rob not the poor because he is poor, neither oppress the afflicted in thy gate.
You're not supposed to oppress the afflicted, bro. According to the scriptures, I don't want to be associated with anything that's oppressing the afflicted ones, the ones that's marginalized, disenfranchised, without fathers, exploiting them. Come on, bro. That's the worst sin you can possibly commit, because the Most High God said he hates those that shed innocent blood. Didn't the scripture tell us, follow not a multitude to do evil?
Yep.
So I'm trying to figure out, how is joining a gang or associating yourself with a gang is about your how's work. I don't get it. It don't make sense to me when the scriptures say clearly, follow not a multitude to do evil and choose none of their wicked ways. None of them. Mm-hmm. So it don't make any sense to me. You
know get Proverbs chapter 4 real quick. And read verse 14.
That's the book of Proverbs chapter 4, verse 14.
Well, look at the wisdom of the Bible, y'all. Read that.
It says, enter not into the path of the wicked.
It says, enter not into the path of the wicked. Enter not into the path of the wicked. Read.
And go not in the way of an evil man.
That means your actions. It says, go not in the way. Throwing up a set. We love our brothers, but that's what the evil of our brothers do. It says, go not in the way. Watch this. Read verse 15.
Verse 15. It says, avoid it. Pass not by it. Turn from it and pass away.
All that blue rag, that H hat, or whatever it is. It says, avoid it. Pass not by it. Turn from it and pass away. All y'all, the gangbangers that might watch this, when you repent and come to the Most High, don't go back to your vomit.
Facts.
Ditch it. I'm not saying that your homies is not your homies and the people that you grew up with is not your loved ones, because like I said, we got family members. I got family members that gangbang. And I still love them. And I still talk to them. And I still see them at family gatherings. And when I go visit my cousins and family members in the communities, I know people from the community. And when I see them, I say shalom to them. They say, what's up? We dap up, whoop, whoop, whoop. They say, I've been watching your videos, all that. We're not saying turn your back on them. What we saying is, why are you following their ways? Don't follow their ways. That don't mean that you don't love your people. But the scripture says avoid it. It says avoid it. But we got people that standing up, a proclaimed priest. Well, I don't know if he called himself a priest anymore since the fall or whatever the case may be.
Yeah.
The situation. But regardless, people look at this man as a priest going in the ways and flirting with the ways of evil men, which the scripture says avoid it, pass not by it, turn from it, and pass away. Watch this. Read.
Verse 16, it says, "For they sleep not, except they have done mischief, and their sleep is taken away unless they cause some to fall."
This is talking about our good brother and anybody else who's sensationalizing gang activity. It said, "For they sleep not, except they have done mischief, sex trafficking, murder, robbery, all of those things." I would never raise a flag. I would never raise a flag and be proud to be from somewhere that sensationalizes evil. Never.
Nah, hell
And
no.
I love them,
I don't want to be associated.
but I don't want to be associated with that. You would never see me. You would never see me ever saying "cuz" or whatever that and this and that. Even though, in some respect, I probably got more right than our good brother to do that. I would never do that because it's evil. It's evil. All right. Read verse 16 one more time.
Verse 16, it says, "For they sleep not, except they have done mischief, and their sleep is taken away unless they cause some to fall."
You see that? So the Most High God said it's not wise to walk in the path of wickedness and wicked people. It says turn away from them. Right? Go ahead, Doc.
Yeah, okay. So I'm gonna finish this up real quick, and then I want you to pull up yours after this.
Yeah.
That video I sent you, or whatever video you got.
What video? You want me to get yours first?
Yeah, I wanted to get the one with Hooba Gumby real quick, and then we can transition to whatever you want to go into.
Okay, yeah, we can go to that.
It says, "Despite false promises of a luxurious lifestyle, the women and girls were instead plied with drugs ranging from oxycodone and amphetamines, threatened with violence and pimped out. One of the girls was young as 14 years old, prosecutor said." Man, them dudes, bro, their reputation is finished. It's you can't even explain that when you're in jail. They're not even trying to hear that. All they're gonna see is 14, minor, and them dudes gonna PC up. That's connected to this charge. It says victims were required to remit all proceeds from commercial sex dates to the pimps. The Department of Justice said a victim who refused or who otherwise disobeyed a pimp faced discipline, including assault, berating, public humiliation, and withholding of affection, drugs, or food. Victims also were branded with tattoos of a defendant's moniker. You know what I'm saying? So I guess they branded them, you know what I mean? This is stamping them as they ho. I'm going to end it right here. It says human trafficking is among the most heinous crime perpetuated throughout the world, said Homeland Security Investigation Los Angeles Special Agent in charge, Eddie Wang. No human should be for sale, not here in Los Angeles or anywhere in our society. That's funny for them to say because they sold us.
Right.
Look,
damn hypocrites.
But look, this is the point, man. I wanted to get the part where, oh yeah, here we go right here. This is the part I wanted. If they're convicted, right, which we know the feds got a 97% conviction rate.
Oh yeah, it's right.
If they're convicted, all counts, some of the defendants face a minimum of 15 years in federal prison. Minimum. And then the maximum is life. So at minimum, they're going to do 15 years. 15 years of their life gone and this is the Most High whooping our butts, using the heathens to whoop our butts, trying to wake us up and let us know that, hey, look, y'all sensationalize things you should be ashamed of, man. This is something you should really be shaking your head about. But we glorify this in the hood, man. Like Big, right? They hood is known for prostitution. So this is not far-fetched to see that it happened right there on the host roll where everybody know, you know, when you go up and down Fig, this is what this is about. You know what I mean? And these are youngsters too, right?
Yeah, these
dudes is like what, 25, 24?
Yeah, they was young. Yeah, they was young.
And they about to spend probably the rest of their life in prison because
of
this.
Facts.
It's foolishness. So I yield, man. I mean,
you want to get the video now?
Oh yeah. You
okay.
Got that real quick? Yeah.
You want? Yeah, this the one. You want this one? Where Gumby was talking about?
Gumby,
okay. This is the one he was talking about milk.
I want that one.
You want that one? I know the one he was saying about you turning Muslim and dropping his flag.
Whatever you want to bring up.
Yeah, but we could bring out this one.
I just want to bring this up real quick and then we'll yield. Real quick.
Let me share my screen real quick.
Hold on, yeah, sound, yeah, we good.
Oh wait, did it share? Oh,
Yeah,
there
we
we
good.
go.
We good.
Okay. Hold on.
Gubby look crazy, bro.
Yeah.
He look like he got some screws loose, man.
I'm only around murderers and
Hold on. Let me turn this up real quick.
killers. If you ain't no
Run that
killer,
all the way back.
big talk to me. I'm only around murderers and killers. If you ain't no killer, big talk to me. If you
Right, so-
can't
so-
come to the set, big
That's where
talk
it
to
started.
me.
Right. Yeah, that's what I wanted, right?
Okay.
So look, he said if you're not a murderer, he only hang around murderers, right? Now we see Alazar as a thumbnail in the picture with him, right? He's referencing this his big homie, as he say, right? You just heard what your big homie said, right? He teaching against the commandments. Are you gonna correct him? What you gonna say to him when he's saying that?
Let's run it back one more time.
Yeah, run it back.
I'm only around murderers and killers. If you ain't no killer, big talk to me. If you can't come to the set, big talk to me. We ain't gonna talk about him no more. Correct me about what? Well,
Yeah, that's all I want to
I
know.
real-
So look, I mean, you want to speak on it, King? You got something?
How are you for God and Gumby? How are you for God and Gumby?
When Gumby just
I'm-
talking about
And
murdering. his
Gumby is
people.
talking about murdering and killing his own
He
people.
sure ain't talking about murdering no white people.
Nah, he talking about killing his own people. It's stupid. It's hypocritical. What are we talking about? Do we follow the Bible or do we follow murderers? Let's play it one more time. I'm sorry. I got
murderers and killers. If you ain't no killer, big talk to me. If you can't come to the set, big talk to me.
and we got Israelites talking about you can't judge a man, but ye who without sin cast the first stone.
Y'all
Yeah.
not fit to be judges, man.
What are you? Y'all can't. Israel can't be no judges.
Y'all not fit to be judges, bro.
Y'all, why y'all talking about him? Y'all hate him like Tazariak and hate. What are you talking about? This is a man that says he believes in the Bible, saying he's for God and his big homie. And I'm from Hoover. It'd have been different. Now, similar to our situations where we got big homies, but we telling big homie that, hey, I changed my life. This is not right. Nah, I denounced that. I ain't no Hoover, none of that. We talking about a brother that's still claiming Hoover.
Look, this is a true story, bro. When we was back in True Nation, me and Rate, we went to one of my homeboys' funeral, right? Right. We went to his funeral, one of my older homies that I grew up with. When he came in his garment, I think I was still a soldier at that time, so I had my. Did you have a garment on?
Did I have a garment on?
I can't remember, but anyways, we
I
came
forgot.
in unison though.
Yeah, I remember. I
came
think
in
we
unison, though.
did. Did I have a True Nation
I
garment?
think you had a garment on.
I think I had
can't
the
remember.
burgundy. I can't remember.
Whatever it was,
can't
I don't know if
remember.
we
But
had the shirt on.
we was in the
But we
in the
came
set.
as Hebrews though.
Yeah.
We didn't come.
We didn't. Yeah.
I came to pay my respects to his family, because I grew up with them. You know what I mean? Hug everybody. Make a long story short, when they seen us, right? When they seen us, they felt compelled to hide their weed. They felt compelled to come over there and try to preach and talk knowledge with us. They felt compelled to get on our page, if that makes sense, so to speak. Not us get on their page. They were influenced by us. And we were in their environment. We came over there. We talked a little bit. We shook hands. We gave some hugs. We tell them we love them, and look, it's always a place for y'all. Y'all know where to find us.
That probably was the most bloods I ever been around.
Yeah.
That probably was the second most time I've been around as many bloods as I was that day.
That day, yeah. They was
I ain't
hundreds
gonna lie.
of them. But I'm saying
We
I'm
didn't
saying that
conform to them, and
we didn't conform to them. That's the point I make, because the scriptures say conform not to this world, right? So we was us, and they respected it. When we went around them, we was us. What I mean by us, we were clearly about the scriptures. No, we not smoking on. Don't pass us no weed. None of that. No. We about the scriptures. We only here for respect. Paying our respects to one of my deceased brothers, and we were saluting the family and letting them know the Israelites' door is always open when y'all ready to come serve the Most High.
and we talked about the Most High too.
We talked about the Most High. You know what I mean? We brought out the scriptures. A couple of brothers, they want to, rub shoulders with us here and there. I think they know.
It was cool, and it was love.
It was love.
It was love and respect. We didn't have to yeah, I gotta throw up the set in the picture because this is saving souls and y'all squares. Y'all don't know about this. This ministry ain't for the weak. What are you talking
Not
about?
no squares. That's far from the case. You know what I'm saying? Squares. That's far from the case. You know what I'm saying?
Can we show some old pictures of you? Put sevens in the chat. Put sevens in the chat. Put sevens. I'm putting them on Front Street. Put sevens in the chat if y'all want to see some old pictures of Yatazar, man. Put sevens in the chat so y'all can know we ain't no squares and brothers is really in the trenches. But the point is, what we saying is that the narrative that's trying to be spent is by people that's respected persons and only follow men are too afraid to say anything. The weak narrative that's trying to be spent is, oh, nah, this type of ministry. See, Jesus sat with the sinners. Jesus was with the sinners. Was Jesus throwing up a set? No. Were we with the sinners, quote unquote, at that at your boy funeral?
Precisely.
We were around, killing all that. All that.
Some dudes was on the run for murders and hot ones.
Yeah. So, but we were among them, but did we throw up they set?
Hell no.
You see what I'm saying? Like, that narrative is a narrative that needs to die. Just because brothers are against what Guerrilla Hebrew is doing in terms of misrepresenting the Israelite community by trying to represent a gang that's toxic to our community, and gangs in general need to repent and come back to the Lord and forsake that flag and forsake the colors and forsake all of that, don't mean, yeah, y'all Pharisees and I didn't hurt, man. Y'all Pharisees and y'all this, y'all that. What are you talking about,
Who's
bro?
saying that?
Just random people. Yeah. I mean, it was only one person, granted. But I'm just saying in general, or anytime we say something about some atrocious behavior, which I'm going to keep it a buck. I'm going to just keep it a buck. I don't care. When Guerrilla Hebrew was still here and he was in the spirit, whenever he rebuked somebody, nobody said nothing.
That's bad.
Nobody said nothing. When he felt something was not right and he got on his live and he talked about it, nobody said nothing. But now that we're talking about some egregious behavior, being a prominent figure in the Israelite community, now we got hate in our heart, and now we this, we that. Nah.
Yeah, want to pick and choose.
You want to pick and choose when it's operable to talk about whatever it is we want to talk about. We're not doing that. You ain't got to throw up a set and rep a set to save people. Matter of fact, you actually being counterproductive when you do that, because now you can't go in the neighborhoods.
Facts.
You can't go talk to 4 extras. You can't go talk to Crip Mac.
I just want to never mind.
But nah, go.
I was gonna say, I wonder when he said that if 4 extras was there that day. I'm from Westside Hoop. I don't know if he would have said that, because that probably wouldn't have worked out the way he thought it would have. You know what I mean? But nevertheless, right? Can you look up the word conform real quick, King?
Yeah.
Because the scriptures say conform not to the ways of this world, right? To his point.
Yeah.
Conform. Let's look that up real
quick.
He
said, somebody said he might be, hold on. I gotta share this. Somebody said, hold on. I gotta show this. Somebody said, I gotta say this real quick. Somebody said he might be on the low trying to reach the Hoovers. That's stupid.
Man, who is this, man?
You're not trying to look, stop. You're not trying to reach the Hoovers, throwing up the Hoover set, talking about I'm a Hoover and all that. It's not how you're supposed to be reaching your people. We reaching more Hoovers. Let's stop playing these games. I didn't talk to more Hoovers. I got homies, young kids, big brothers too, that are in jail right now that's from Hoover. I got a homie that died, got killed, that's from Hoover. I got friends that are from that area and from that neighborhood. We didn't talk to the Hoovers. We didn't talk. You talking about he probably trying to reach the Hoovers. You reach the Hoovers by going getting off on a Manchester. Is that Manchester and Fig?
Oh yeah, it's stretched down there. Manchester and Fig, yeah.
When we used to teach right there by that burger stand right there.
No, that's
where's that at?
What's that? That's Florence.
Salakia. Is that Florence? You sure?
Florence and Fig, yeah.
So Florence and Fig, that's where you reach. That's where you reach the Hoovers at. You go to their neighborhood and you cry out loud and you spare not. You don't reach anybody by conforming to their wicked ways. You got to stop. You got to stop. You got to stop, man.
Appreciate it real quick. This is Ezekiel 44:23. It says, and they shall teach my people the difference between the holy and profane, and cause them to discern between the unclean and the clean. That's what we're supposed to do. But we got priests of the Lord, and we can't separate the difference between the clean and the unclean. Because you doing the same ish they doing, and you know better. Can you get that word
Conform
real quick? Yeah, real quick. When the scriptures say conform not to the ways of this world, in the book of Romans chapter 12.
Okay, you want to get the definition?
Yeah, that definition. I just want to get that definition real quick.
All right. It says conform, comply with rules, standards, or laws.
You got to comply with them rules and them standards and them laws when you're over there, right?
Yeah, facts. Facts. You have to. Well, that's what Gumby said. Gumby said, I don't want nobody around me.
That ain't a killer.
That ain't a killer. I ain't
about it.
Ain't about nothing.
You got to show you're part of the community some way, right? And everybody not killers. So what is he doing to be a part of the community? What, he's supposed to be the godly man?
And y'all got to understand the reason why this hit home for us and why this is a soft spot for us, because we have lost a lot of people from this, and we have seen the evil of this. It's nothing good that comes from it. Let me get one video real quick.
Yeah, bring it up.
I respect my boy. Where he at? My boy BG Knockout.
Oh, BG Knockout.
Yep. Yeah. I think it's where was it? I think I wanted this one right here. I think it's this video right here. Is it this one? Let me see if it's this one. Let me see.
While he find a video, I'm gonna just keep talking. Yeah, this is for
ahead.
sure. Yeah, it is. Yeah, being lukewarm is not a flex. Yeah, for sure. It's not a flex. Shout out to my sister Angel. That's a fact. How you flexing being lukewarm? You know, it don't make any sense. You straddle on the fence. Pick a side, stay there. You can't serve two masters. You gotta hate one. I don't care what nobody say. Gangbanging is an idol. It's idolatry.
Hold on, let me see.
It's idolatry, bro. In every sense of the word. It's because people think of idols, they think it's like a image or this elaborate deity. No, it's a thought in your mind that you hold to high regard and high reverence, and you glorify. That's what that H stands for. That's what the Hoover sign stands for. Mind you, sadly enough, is the street Hoover named after the white man?
Yeah.
Goddamn
facts.
White man. We the only idiots, right? This is how stupid Jake is. We'll get it blasted and tatted on us. We'll get a goddamn white man tatted on us, man. This is how you know we sick and lost. We the only stupid nation. You're not gonna see too many white boys getting black people tatted on them. But we so stupid that we'll get a white man tatted on us and branded on us. And to my sister's point, thinking it's a flex. Stupid, man.
It's a video I was looking for with BG
BG
Knockout was saying how he denounced
with gangbanging?
Yeah, the gangbanging.
He did?
And he turned Muslim now.
Oh, he turned Muslim, okay.
Yeah.
BG Knockout? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was from one of them hoods in Compton, right?
Yeah.
One of them hoods in Compton. Oh yeah, he from Nutty Block.
Yeah, I think it. Yeah. I'm trying to see. I'm trying to find that video where he denounced it. This is what we supposed to be on.
What's the tall dude from True Nation? What's his name?
Amatazah,
bro. He's really from his area, bro. Shouts to him. He really from his area, man. He not gangbang. He not. Oh, he love his community. When we was at True Nation, he always had love. He got respect. He's a reputable from his section, and they love him over there. You know what I mean? When he go over there, he get his respect. He get his admiration. They still see him. Big tall Jake over there at True Nation. Cool. Brolic, Swole, all that. He not over there.
I wish we still had that video, man.
He not over there smoking
when we was
weed.
Over there. Yeah.
He not over there throwing up his hood. When he go over there, he love his community because he grew up over there. You know, grew up over there, and he know them people first and last name. but it's more of a like, look, man, I'm trying to bring y'all out. I'm trying to give y'all something different.
Mm-hmm.
Not I'm participating. Not I'm gonna.
Or he's not in pictures throwing up his set, glorifying his set. He actually denounced it. I can't find that video right now, so I ain't gonna waste too much time on that. But it's a video. I love how he said it.
Oh, he said it was on Vlad.
It was on Vlad.
Yeah,
it's on Vlad. I just don't know.
Vlad TV.
Yeah, it's on Vlad. Let me see.
You know, BG Knockout Muslim. It don't come up.
Let me see. Nah, it's one of these Vlad.
Once you get the one with who we got, say he don't respect.
Yeah. I'll get that one. But it's the BG Knockout one was a good one because
okay. You put it all the way down.
Yeah, he put it all the way down.
I mean, that's what you got to do. You can't straddle the fence, bro. It's evil. It's wicked. When you really from it, and you see all the parasitic, disgusting activities behind it, you wouldn't want to be a part of it, man.
I think it might be this one. Let me see.
You certainly wouldn't want to be a part of it. They can hear it.
I don't know.
They can't hear it.
Okay. No, they can't hear it. I'm
okay,
just, you know what? I can't find that one. It's cool, but I got a better one though that I could pull up though. I wanted to get this one too. Ex gang member, Flat Top dude from he was from was it East Coast?
Oh, okay.
I think he was from East Coast. But let me share my screen. I can't find that one with BG Knockout, but let me share my screen. So this is all that gangbanging has to offer for you, man. Let me share this one. This is all that gangbanging has to offer for you. All right. This is all that gangbanging has to offer for you, and this is why we hate it. Let's just watch a little bit of this.
And that's bad to say. But it is what it is when you gangbang. Gangbanging led me to a life of misery.
All right, Flat Top, tell me where you grew up.
I was born in Starkville, Mississippi. I grew up a young country man. Yes, and at 2-3 years old, I hunted, I fished, I did the climbing the trees around the horses, the whole 9 yards. I'm talking about from running through berry bushes to picking out of the garden. You know, I done chopped a lot of rows since I was young, man, and I done been through a whole lot in the years that I grew up, man. Especially coming from the country to the city.
When did you come out to LA?
I came out to LA in 79. 79.
So you're how old then?
I was 19 years old.
19. And you got involved at what point?
At 19 years old.
Right then.
Right then.
Welcome to LA.
South Central. Yes, indeed.
Yeah. Which
I'm from Harlem. Yes, sir. Better 9th and LaSalle.
Yeah.
Stayed over there for 39 years. My first attempt was 19 years old.
Oh, so you
I was here 6 months. 6 months, and they gave me a to go try to get somebody down. And I think I was as scared as the gun was.
Yeah.
At 19 years old, sir, you're not thinking about going to kill nobody. But during that time, either you did them or they did you. Your own, you know what I'm saying? It was like turning your back on them. But, you know,
look at, and I want y'all to pay attention to what this OG from his set is saying. First and foremost, look at how battered he looks. This is what years of gangbanging does to you. This is what most of the people in the hood look like. Forget all that no jumper stuff. Forget all that no jumper. Forget all that stuff. This brother right here is what 85% of people that ain't dead or in jail are going to look like.
Bones of thy youth. Yeah. It's the bones of the one Joe. Yeah.
Forget all that designer, gangbanger, and all that party crip stuff. Because that's what y'all fall in love with. Y'all fall in love with that party crip shit. Excuse my language. This is what real time in the streets look like. This is why, and this is what we see every day walking in LA. This is what we see every day, and this is why we hate it. When it's glorified. This is what this look like. Pay attention to what this brother says, man.
Did what I did, and at 19 and 20 years old, I did another attempt. But you know, the fighting and that all these scars that I got on my body, before I was 21 years old, I had got twice.
And so you didn't get thrown in jail or prison?
No, I didn't get close. Never got caught.
Never got caught.
Never got
Now
caught.
let me back up a bit. Was it this change of environment that kind of got you into this violent lifestyle, or did you have some childhood?
No, it was changing environment.
It was changing environment. Because you grew up with both parents or one parent?
Both parents.
Both parents, normal childhood.
Normal
Country
childhood.
boy growing up in Mississippi.
Country boy going to church every Sunday.
And then you come out to this.
Come out to here and
violence and peer pressure to be violent.
To be violent.
Yeah.
And it turned me into that person that I didn't really want to be, but because I had joined this, that's what it was.
Yeah.
So.
And in that neighborhood, there's no other option other than joining that.
No other option.
It wasn't like you could become like an A student and become a lawyer.
That wasn't happening.
That wasn't happening.
I think out of my hood, out of the 30 years I've been there, I maybe know 2 A students.
Look at this. This is put in 30 years. He put 30 years into his hood. This brother's story saddens me because this is what most of our brothers that get a life to this situation, their story is.
This is what the retirement plan look like.
This is the retirement plan. We ain't talking about that party crib stuff where you don't even come to the hood. We ain't talking about none of that internet gangbanging and all that. We talking about you really from your section. You either gonna be dead in jail, right? You either gonna be dead or in jail, or end up like this brother right here, battle scars, life of pain, right? And notice how he ain't threw up his hood not once, or he ain't said cuz not once.
They don't do that. That's what I'm saying.
They don't
when
do
really
that.
from over there, they don't do that. That's the extras. Only the extras do that. The ones that
He ain't said cuz not one time.
not gonna do that, bro, because he probably seen funeral after funeral after funeral after funeral, death after death after death, stabbing after stabbing, shooting after shooting. Bro, take a toll on your brain, bro. Ain't nobody glorifying that foolishness, bro, when you really from over there and you really seen these things and you really seen people shot and you don't know if they're gonna make it or not because the paramedics taking all day to come.
Facts.
And because it's your people, they like we're not gonna use all our resources to save them. If we could, so be it. If we can't, so be it. Whatever. He's just another nigga, anyways. He's just another wetback, anyways. You know what I'm saying? So it's like when you see dudes like this that's really from those areas. He say he from Harlem, right?
Yeah,
Really
Harlem. I said East Coast. Yeah, Harlem.
Yeah, he
Harlem.
really from Harlem over there. He probably had 100 fights. You could tell he tough. He look like you can see how tough he is. All them scars, he got battle wounds, man. You know what I mean? I guarantee you, if he had an opportunity to make it out, he getting far the F away from the Harlems. He ain't never coming back. That's the true ramifications of gangbanging. And the ones that's really from over there, that's really in the soil, that's really going through the violence, that really can't escape it, and really not a party crip, and not just trying to be in the pictures because it look good for social media, but they really got to be over there and protect their section. When they so-called ops come over there, man, they don't want to do that, bro.
Facts.
We talk to them all the time. Man, they not trying to do that, man. They trying to get some money and enjoy. They trying to go to Laughlin. They trying to go Miami. They trying to go travel. They trying to go to Mexico. They trying to get, out of that. They not trying to stay over there, bro. If you want to be honest, it's the party crips that's trying to make. It's the Lil Waynes.
It's the Lil Waynes and the rappers that's not from the set.
They make it look cool because they know how to rap, and then they throw it up. Whoa, whoa, whoa. They do all that in the videos, and they make it look cool. But in reality, they ain't never. Lil Wayne, to my point. Remember when he got pulled up on?
Yeah, years ago.
He had his bodyguards with him. Might I add?
Mm-hmm.
He got put up on by Spider Loc, and I forget the other dude's name. And he wouldn't even come out of the car. He wouldn't even roll a window down. He wouldn't even say nothing. How you this big bad blood, Suwu gang? If you ain't with it, then you in the food chain. So you taking shots at the Crips, with the food chain. What are you talking about? You calling them, you know how to diss Crips. Those that know, right? Well, here's your opportunity to stand up like a man and stand on business. What you do? You tuck tail and hide behind your bodyguards. That's a party Crip. That's a party blood. That's what most of y'all social media fake wannabes that's standing as a innocent bystander or an observational view and not really in the trenches. That's what y'all really, that's what y'all pushing, but y'all not really out there, bro. Yo, man, I wish Deshaun was here, man. Deshaun could tell you about it because he really grew up.
He grew up over there.
He really grew up in the Hoovers.
He grew up over there, yeah.
And he could tell you the real. And been shot at. Not
to put his business out there.
His
brother is doing.
He repented, but I'm saying just on some trying to go, take his son to practice or something. Being shot at because back in the day, Deshaun had the long hair and all that.
Yeah. Deshaun looked different. Yeah.
So naturally they're gonna be like, oh, he one of them. Let's get him. Man, Deshaun ain't trying to go back over there. He don't want no parts of that.
Facts.
He love his community. I mean, the people, the members over there, he love them, but he's not trying to go over there and hang out. It's foolish.
That's a fact. And if Deshaun is watching this, he can hop on. But that's a fact. You know what I mean? That's a fact. We ain't nobody that's really about that, really trying to glorify this. Like real talk. You know what I mean? That's reformed, I should say, because you got some people that's really nutcases, and they really they really nutcases for their hood. You know what I mean? And unfortunately, they gonna die for their hood. Really let's watch a little bit about more of this.
That they went to college. You know what I'm saying? Because everything else was street knowledge. You was raised in the streets, and I was raised in the streets.
So back to you're 21 years old.
21 years old, man. I went on a drive-by, and it was women and kids to where the point my little homeboys didn't care, but I did because I could not kill no women or no kids because some people had did nothing to me. You know what I'm saying? And I got disciplined for that.
For kind of standing up.
He said his hood packed him out because they wanted him to shoot up a car that had women and kids in the car.
And
he said, I'm not doing that. That's against my morals. I'm not doing that. And he got disciplined for that.
Shit is evil. How the hell
this is why we hate this. How you want to associate yourself with something like this?
Evil as hell, bro.
Do y'all hear what he said?
Yeah. I don't want to be friends with you. It ain't no shalom. If you think this is cool, stay the F away from me, bro. You are setting us back, and you are part of the problem. And how we're going to deal with you, man. If you think this is cool. I don't think you heard what he just said.
Let me go back a little bit.
No women or no kids. Because it was women and kids to where the point my little homeboys didn't care. But I did because I could not kill no women or no kids because some people had did nothing to me. You know what I'm saying? And I got disciplined for that.
For kind of standing up.
For not shooting people, I got really disciplined to the point where I was in the hospital for 5 days. Yes, they are treacherous when it comes to upholding your place in a, especially if you're in one of the ones like I'm from, and
this is where people they didn't understand what I was saying when I had made that post and that comment on Facebook when I said I thought you had to catch a body to be from a hood. Back in some hoods and back in the day, you really had to. You heard what he said. They DP'd him because he didn't want to kill women and children.
Put him in the hospital for 5 days.
They beat him up so bad they put him in the hospital for 5 days, and this the stuff that we glorifying.
Yeah, I don't know how they
as
do
a
it now,
leader.
bro. I don't know.
I don't
how
know.
they do
Look,
it.
I know it's watered down. A lot of OGs like, yeah, it's watered down now. This was back in like the 90s.
90s, yeah, when he was,
You know what I
when he was
mean?
at his height.
Yeah, when it was at its height. Now you got, like you said, you got party crips now. You just get a hood some money and you could be from
Yeah,
the
you
hood.
could be from
You know what I
over there.
mean? You supply you got to do something for the hood though.
That's what I'm trying to figure out. Like,
You got to give us some money. You got something. You can't just say I'm a Hoover and you ain't doing nothing for the hood.
so I'm trying to figure out, like, what's his role?
Who, him?
No, I'm
Oh.
talking about Alizar.
I don't know.
What's your role?
I
You
don't.
supposed to be the Bible man? Like, what? I mean, not to be funny. Like, what's your role? What are you doing?
I have
'Cause
no
you
idea.
gotta, I mean, everybody not shooters, so you got to be something. You got to either be providing drugs, guns, money, opportunities. Like, what's your, like? If you're not doing something, they're gonna run you up out of there. You got to participate in some way, some fashion. It don't make any sense. And I for sure, they not trying to hear none of that Bible stuff, bro. They not trying to hear that, especially right on what? A. Trey Hooverhood
Yeah.
just
Okay.
got shot up. Then they little function got shot up.
They
6 people got hit.
They hood day.
They hood today got shot up. That's August 3rd, a couple weeks ago. They not trying to hear no Bible right now. It's wartime. They clipping up. What you talking about, Alizar? You about to clip up with them? What are you talking about? They in an all-out war right now.
The Hoovers is in a war right now.
They just got shot up 2 weeks ago. 9 people got shot. 2 people died. 1 is in critical condition. I don't know the state of his situation. What are you talking about? They're not trying to hear no Bible right now. This is the last thing they trying to hear right now. They on go. And if you around and you not on go, you're going to be a victim of a circumstance. Real talk.
You heard what he said? He said they put me in the hospital for 5 days because I didn't want to kill women and children. Let's get a little bit more.
23 years old. I was in Pelican Bay for our weapon, which was an iron pipe to one of my enemy's heads from 20s. But the thing about it, he didn't. But he came close. And being that I was so young, my first time in prison, it scared me to death. Because Pelican Bay was the worst prison in California. And at the age of 24 years old, man, it was like you was being reborn all again. Because you was told when to eat, when to move, when to sleep. And I wasn't used to that. So about 9 months into Pelican Bay, I caught another shoe term, a 13-month shoe. They sent me from Pelican Bay to Corcoran. Corcoran, therefore, you only come out of your cell for 1 hour a day. So I did these 13 months for one day out of a week, and you pick the day. Your showers came to your cell, your food came to your cell, your mail came to your cell, everything came to your cell. And when we used to go outside, there was a lot of tension between the blacks and the Mexicans. Why? Because of the COs. They used to bet on that.
What?
The COs, the correction officer, used to bet who would win these fights between the blacks and the Mexicans. Until one person got killed and they found out about it and it blew up in their face. Because they would say, me for instance, they would put me in a cage and 5 minutes later, here come 5 essays into the same cage. Now, what's my first reaction was to get closer to the door and hit the first one coming in because it was no other alternative.
Essays are Hispanic.
Hispanics, yeah, members. And back then you had some members.
So he did all of that, and it's gonna get worse. But he did all of that to come back home for nothing. He's one of the brothers, like the example we was given earlier about brothers doing 20, 30 years and they come back home and they sleeping in pissy hallways. They come back home and sometimes, like you said, the homies don't even know who you are. This is the life that we ingratiating ourselves and we infatuated with. on no jumper.
Should be ashamed. Should be
This is
ashamed of it.
this is trash behavior. A little bit more. I was looking for another one too. I wanted to show it's an old video like from the 90s of a young kid banging, light-skinned cat with long hair. I was trying to find it. But I just want to show the aspect of even like the youth. That's why we got to be examples of the youth. We can't be out here giving mixed.
The young,
the young cat. What's his name? I think he was. Yeah, the young cat.
A lot of stuff he had.
Light skin young cat. But it was a long time ago.
Yeah,
I think he dead.
Yeah, he died.
The young cat.
Yeah, he was,
I think they killed him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They killed him. Yeah.
What's his name though, man?
Mighty Mouse or something like that. I know you're talking about.
Let me see. Yeah.
Little youngster. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah. That might be his name. You might have. Let me see. I was looking for it.
Yeah, he was 12 years old. Yeah, he was 12 years old, sister. Baby face, all that. Super.
Yeah, young, like super young, man.
While he find that video real quick,
go ahead.
It's Ecclesiastes chapter 3, verse 26. It says, "A stubborn heart shall fare evil at the last, and he that loveth danger shall perish therein." It says, "An abstinent heart shall be laden with sorrows, and the wicked man shall heap sin upon sin," man. "And the punishment of the proud, there is no remedy. For the plant of wickedness have taken root in him." You see that? The scriptures let you know ain't no saving a person that love danger. Ain't no saving no prideful man. You can't tell nothing. You can't correct him. He always gonna superimpose. He always got something to say. He always gonna find an excuse for why he doing something. You just gotta let him laden in sins, and it's gonna be what it's gonna be. So this message is not for those type of people. Do what you do. This is for the ones that straddle the fence, that's really sincere and trying to come into this and think, see people with status or see people with influence and think, oh, well, it ain't much I got to change. Man, it's so much you got to change to please Yahweh. He said our righteousness is a filthy rag, man. So you cannot straddle the fence. You're going to pick a side and stay there.
My Kazaa said his name was Chipmunk.
Chipmunk, that's his name. Yeah, Chipmunk.
Where's he from,
Little Chipmunk.
though?
Yeah, that's his name. Little Chipmunk. Right? You can't straddle the fence. You can't play both sides. You're going to pick side and stay there. Because it's you cannot mingle the two worlds.
Yep, he was from Hoover. Yep.
I
found it. The water, Makazah.
Yeah.
Appreciate you. Hey, Makazah, did you want to I don't know if you said send the link, so I was trying to see if you was trying to get on, but we'll play a little bit more of this, and then we're gonna go to the young cat Chipmunk, man. We're gonna go to the young king Chipmunk. Let's play a little bit of this.
Hispanics that would black before they would eat a piece of bread.
That's right.
Believe me. And so when I got out of Corcoran, out of Corcoran Shoe, I came home. Back downtown, homeless, at the age of 24 years old. Out here on these streets, people manipulate you. They try to take over your mind. They try to take over anything that you got. But me being raised the way I was raised, I'm a very strong person to the point of where I see through a whole lot of the bull that they was bringing me. In 2 years down here, sir, I got shot right here. I was dancing on the sidewalk, me and 3 girls. And the same dude that I hit with this pipe is the one that
a life of
he tried to
look at
me
this
in my
brother
back.
face.
I know that's what he tried to do, is paralyze me. Because I heard through the grapevine that he didn't want me to die, he just wanted me to be paralyzed, to where I could roll around in a chair the rest of my life. But because of one of the ladies seeing behind me told me he had a gun, I turned. And therefore it hit me here instead of in the spine. To where, because it was a 45, it would have really, really tore me up. After that shot, man, I got into smoking very, very, very heavy. I'm talking about at least a half ounce to an ounce a day.
So to get rid of the pain, he had to go to smoking crack. And this brother's story is tragic. I wanted to get to the part where he got put off. And he had to take 30 fades.
Just marking him out, huh?
30 fades. To get out when he finally decided that he wanted to get out, he had to take 30 fades. His homies beat the hell out of him, busted his teeth, busted him up, hospitalized him, all that.
For what?
Because he wanted to get out.
Man.
He wanted to. Yeah, bro, I'm telling you.
Nah, I'm just saying. I think they try to.
He said
They victimized him because he originally from the South, right? And he came over here when he was like older.
But this was years after. This was like in 2011. He came here in the 90s.
Yeah,
he was from his hood from the 90s. He from his hood.
But I'm saying that because they normally don't do that type of stuff like 30 fade. They don't do that unless you somebody they feel like they can get away
I don't
with.
know what happened. I know from his story, he said, look, man, I had to get out. He said he still can go to his hood. They still respected him because he took his fades. But he said he had to take 30 fades. He had to run 30 fades. Look, I want to hear it. Look.
How much is that?
That's maybe $300 to $400 a day. And I'm talking about I would be up for 7, 8, 9, 10 days at a time. Drinking, smoking, running around. I would go 100 miles in a 5-block radius. 5-block radius, I would go through them 5 blocks. In them days, man, 100 miles in a day. Just back and forth on that radius. Led me to going to prison again. I went back to prison for a burglary, a residential burglary. This was in 1992. So I ended back in Corcoran, B yard. 6 months into Corcoran, we had a riot, Blacks Against Domestic. It was 29 people that had to be airlifted from Corcoran Shoe to the hospital because there was a lot of. And you know, when you in prison back then in them times, man, it wasn't no.
Your uncle was in that riot?
Yeah, he just came home from doing 31 years.
So his story is
he was in that riot.
So he was with your uncle.
He was among the Corcoran.
See, that's why we telling y'all, man, we don't. This stuff is real to us. It's home for us. You know what I mean? That's why we hate it.
Fighting and that's it. There was a lot of people getting, and thank God I wasn't one of them. But I get out again, get out of prison, back downtown. Oh, I'm gonna go to a program. I'm gonna do the right thing. Go to a program, stay maybe estimate 8 days. I'm back on the street, back with the same routine, same people. That's why I say if you do the same thing over and over, you're gonna get the same results. So I've been trying to every now and then try a little bit different. But like I tell people, if I'm not ready, can't nobody make me ready to stop using. I've been using since I was 13 years old.
You're still using today?
I still use to the day, and I'm 59 years old. And I know don't look it, because penitentiary preserves you, believe me. I done did 25 years of my life in prison. I done been to 13 penitentiaries. And that's bad to say. But it is what it is when you bang. Gangbanging led me to a life of misery. And
he said gangbanging led him to a life of misery. He ain't threw up the set not once. He ain't said cuz not once. He ain't said cuz. He ain't said none of that not once. He ain't threw up the 2 thumbs not once.
He official. You can tell.
Not once. He didn't say yeah, cuz cuz not once. Because he ain't glorifying it. He hated it. He said gangbanging led him into a life of misery. This the shit we glorifying? We got the word of life in our hands. This
irresponsible.
I'm trying to get. I think it's coming up where he got jumped out. That's where I'm trying to get to.
To the part where he got.
Yeah. It should be coming up.
96. '96, I was terrible. I didn't care. I didn't care about nothing or nobody. I was smoking and together, which was a deadly mixer. I mean, deadly, to where the crack put me in a happy mood, the put me in a bad mood, and I just take over the good mood. Now I'm in a bad mood. Now I want to fight everybody. I want to kill everybody, and it led to prison after prison term after prison term, because your life out here on the streets is survival. I mean, real survival. Because you could be somewhere asleep, sir, and somebody could come up, cut your throat. It's always one person out here watching everybody. But believe me, somebody's watching that. If you doing, if you getting these nice bikes, if you got these nice clothes, you working for this villa, people are watching. And they have to get what you get. One way or another. Get you out the way or get it from you. You know what I'm saying? And which they have tried. Sir, I've been so paranoid down here to where I know I can hear somebody talking about me 4 blocks away. And that's impossible. But the had me that strung out to where I thought I heard people talking about me. 90s, 98, 99.
And that's real. I just want to give one testimony real quick, because this is powerful. You know, if we got a slow roast this, you know, whatever. But I remember we was in the swamps. I told you this story.
Yeah, the swamps, yeah. Compton.
Yeah. He said that he was so high, he would get so high that he would feel like he hearing people talking about him from 4 blocks away. So basically he out of his mind. Basically, whoever he know in his circle, they talking about me. Now he getting his whip, drive to their house.
Loosening.
He getting that. He wanna remember. I want to hurt somebody now, because I swear I hear somebody talking about me 4 blocks away.
Right.
I had a story similar like that. My boy Tino. It was me and my boy Tino. I love my boy. And it was a cat named Weezy. You know, I think he in jail right now. And we was hanging out late at night. This was in 2000. This is like back in 2011. This is a little bit probably before I found the truth. You know, Jake had a rough life. You know what I mean? And after high school, you know, dad kicked me out. Whatever. I was living with different homies. Whatever. So we was hanging out. Whatever. We chilling in the car, and my boy, you know, Weezy, whatever, roll up. He's circling the block. So my homies in the car like, Weezy tripping. Because they know when he tripping. Like when he, you know, driving the block, turning on.
Yeah.
He pull up, they call it swamp juice, where they put all type of mixture of shit.
It's prison juice, yeah.
Yeah, drink, and then they shake it up and they drink it. Pills, all that. Whatever you can think, what drug, they put it all together, whatever. So he's off of that. So he driving around, woo, woo, woo. He pull up to the car. Mind you, he know us, right? Specifically know them more than me, because they grew up on the block. I didn't grow up on the block. I was just with him hanging. You know, he like, hey, where y'all from? My boys is like, Weezy, it's us, bro. Like, it's us, bro. Like, it's us. Like, bro, it's us. We felt like he was about to smoke us because he off of that shit.
Yeah, that happens.
Is this the life that we promoted? Like, well, you can almost die from a friend of yours that's high. And I never forget, man. I never forget. I ain't gonna say his name, but he know who he is. And he told me when he dropped me off over there one day, and he said, hey, bro, this is the realest thing he ever said to me. I ain't even gonna say his name, but you know who I'm talking about. When I was living over there, he, you know, dropped me off over there. He said, hey, look, this is the last time I'm dropping you off over here. I'm not coming over here. I'm not dying on accident for nothing.
Right, that's smart though.
He said, I'm not dying on accident for nothing. So next time you're gonna have to. This when I was in the truth.
Yeah.
He was like, next time you going, but I didn't have nowhere to live, and I didn't have no car at the time, so I was just living on the block with the homies.
Yeah, the homies, yeah.
I had to make my way back to the block. He was like, hey, look, next time you're gonna have to find your way to get a ride, because I'm not coming back over here, because I'm not dying on accident for nothing. And I remember he said that to me, and it registered to me. And then that story with Weezy just made me even feel like, damn, we could have accidentally got popped that night from somebody that know us.
You on one right now.
Just because he on one, driving around, circling the block. This is the life that we glorifying? This is the life that we glorifying? See, this ain't the shit No Jumper show you.
No.
This is why all the real ones that be on No Jumper, they say the same thing. Adam, man, you know what you doing, Adam. Adam, you better be careful what you be doing. You be playing a serious game, Adam.
Well, it's like a pay-per-view fight for him, you know what I mean?
Yeah, he don't give a damn. But he don't understand the hood.
Yeah.
He doesn't know how real this is.
Yeah.
He playing it's a game to him. But it's really real out there. So when he said this story, when I was watching this earlier, it kind of made me, it brought me back to that. Like, damn, I remember something kind of like that happened where he was off of some stuff. He was driving around and we was like, hey, bro, it's us, bro. It's hey.
Chill. Yeah, for sure.
Could have accidentally got popped. And we don't even, and then all my friends that was in that car, we didn't even gangbang or nothing. We was just hanging out. This is the life that we glorifying. Drugs, murder, depression, pain, prison time, right? Let's get a little bit more of this and then we're going to go.
Let me get this precept real quick for you. For the bones that I use real quick. Job chapter 20, verse 11. It says, his bones are full of the sins of his youth, which shall lie down with him in the dust. You know what I mean? To your point, like you can see the bones of his youthful lust.
Yeah. Oh yeah, you see how he looked. Yeah.
You know, the smoking the dope. He said he was on crack and heroin. So you can see the ramifications in the bones of his youth that the scriptures talk about, kind of catching up all the lustful sin and things that he ingratiated himself in as a youth. You know, he still looked considerably good, you know, like he
working out his prison routine.
But you
he
can
had
see
to work
his
out.
face
Yeah.
is scarred up. You can see his teeth. You know, you can see all the battle wounds and things in that nature. That's the bones of our youth that the scriptures talk about, man. The holy vessel being ruined for our sins that we was laden in our youth. Gotta fall back on that.
Facts. All right, let's get in.
I came back. I went to prison again for I think it was failure to report. They gave me 2 years. So after 98, sir, my time went to going into like probation violation, 16 months, 2 years, 3 years. I'm right back out in 12 months, 13 months. And it was the same thing. To the point where I really wanted to go back home, but then again, I had met so many people down here that this was my family. I consider this as my family in Los Angeles, California. And my people used to tell me all the time, and I used to call them, when are you coming home to see your people? Oh, I'm gonna come next month. Next month be December. From January. I'm telling them I'm coming home in January. December, they call me and I'm still in California. Simply because I got stuck into this life. And it's like something in here is telling me that, hey, you have nothing to worry about, no bills. You ain't got to worry about paying no mortgage, no lights, no gas, no nothing. You're out on the street. So who can charge you anything? So that's been my lifestyle. 2000, I almost went to jail for the rest of my life. I caught them. Well, they dropped it from man. I did from 2000 to 2010. My first prison was CRC, narco. CRC narco, I caught 2 years. First 6 months I was there. Because the dude thought I was somebody else. And he just really wanted to mess me up because he said I had somebody in his family. Didn't know this dude from Adam. But he constantly picked on me. So one day we got in it into the bathroom and I shot him with a sheet of towel, a sheet of broken towel in it. And his and I almost caught a in-house serve carry 30 years off the top. No ifs, ands, and buts. But because the man stayed living, I guess, 7, 8 days, and he died, it went from murder to manslaughter, involuntary manslaughter. I got out of prison in 2010, from 2000 to 2010. 2010, I got out, came back to the streets. No home, no family,
What are
no
you
kids.
talking about, bro?
Go ahead. Who?
Bro said carry yourself like Yahweh. That's impossible.
Oh, I'm not. He a troll. You can
Are
get
you
him.
I'm just saying, like,
Yeah,
Yahweh
yeah.
Shai clearly said, "Be ye perfect like our Father in heaven." Was he talking about Yahweh or no? So you saying Yahweh Shai said we can't be perfect? He just said it just to say it because it sound good. What do you, man?
He distracting from. I seen that too. I ain't even worried about him. I don't be worried about people that's just nonsense. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
if he keep trolling and talking, we gonna get him out of here. I ain't got time for that. This is more important.
It's serious. Yeah.
It could be a young cat watching this that changed his life or whatever the case may be. So, all that foolishness, man, ain't worried about him. He could kick rocks. Get your own YouTube channel and go teach. That's what you got to do. You know what I mean? I hate people like that, Go teach on your own channel.
Kids. No, I don't have nothing to worry about. The little $200 they give me out here was gone before the next morning. Next morning, I couldn't buy a cup of coffee and a donut. But you know what? I was still out here on the streets. I was still doing what I was doing. Out here robbing, stealing, doing whatever I had to do to survive. Until something stopped me.
Here it is right here.
2011, I stopped banging because I was tired. I was getting old. I done got too many times. Bullets hurt real bad. Believe me, they hurt. And because I stopped banging, I got into 30 fights. 30 of my homeboys had to jump me out. Do you know, lining it up for 30 people, 30 young dudes to fight in one day? In one day, I lost both of my front teeth. I had black eyes over black eyes. But because I stood my ground, I fought everybody, they let me out. 2012, I got out of Harlem, stopped banging. I still represent the hood, but I don't bang. Some of my little homeboys are down here.
You see that?
Damn, boy, them not
That's
your
the
homies, bro.
Them is not your homies.
They not your homies. Your homies ain't gonna do you like that, bro.
30, they gonna run you 30 fades,
Nah, that's
and
not
you put in the work you put in from 1999, 1998, 1996, all the way to 2011, and they gonna run you 30 times?
He said he did 25 years of
25 years in life in his prison for the hood? And the only thing he got from it was to get his ass beat by 30 people?
And they did him dirty.
Excuse my language, family. All the women and children that's watching, I'm sorry. Excuse my language. But this is a real lesson to me today. And so excuse my language. But the only thing the hood had to offer him was a ass whooping. I gotta say it like that.
Yeah.
From 30 people.
Knocked his teeth out.
To jump him in, they put him in a hospital. So this is all. So what are we glorifying? This is how you know cats ain't really from the hood. They be, like you said, party crips.
Yeah, he a party crip. Alazar is a party crip. I'm not scared to say that. He's a party crip. Because if he really was from over there, like he said he was, and he really was from the section, and really was going to funerals, and really seeing people doing life, and really, seeing parents cry, he would not be throwing that up, bro, with the knowledge that he have. Because the brother got incredible knowledge. He would not be throwing that up, bro. He's doing it because the glitz and glamour. He want to go
Man,
viral.
look.
He like the likes. He not really about that,
Man, look, period. Look, what I'm saying is we all around the same age. I think you older than Elazar. All the cats that's banging that's his age, either dead, in jail, got a hot one.
They want to come home, bro. They don't want to do it.
And look, somebody said something that I think it's Mookie Delope. He said something I added up with that story. He must have did something. He probably did do something. Yatazar said that. The dude that caught the 30 fades. Yatazar said that too. He said something must happen. We don't know what happened, but all I know is 30 fades from the story that we got from the brother. I don't know what happened in the ins and outs of his life. But the point is, the only thing that he got from gangbanging was getting shot and getting beat up. That's nothing to glorify. That's nothing to glorify.
All I know is from the experiences I seen in Los Angeles, the story don't end too well. When you really active, it don't end too well. You know what I mean? Yeah, we already heard it from our youth up, jail or death. But even if you survive it, right? It don't end well, bro. Still don't end well.
Mm-hmm. Calm. This is the young cat. Hey, fair use, fair use, fair use. We just watching these videos for educational purposes only.
Was it Chipmunk?
Yep. I just gotta get it, man. This is a 12-year-old. He would have been an OG in these times, but 12-year-old kid from A. Trey Hoover got killed at 12 years old. And don't get it twisted. It's still kids around this. This is when they jump off the porch. So what if you got a kid that's watching you, Elazar, and they learning all this Hebrew stuff, and then they hear you say, I'm from Hoover, and I'm representing Gumby and God. They're going to be like, oh.
He said that?
Yeah.
Gumby and God.
His words was, I'm here at No Jumper. I'm representing Gumby and God.
He said Gumby first.
Yes.
Oh, yeah. So we know what you on.
I didn't want to do it, but I could pull it.
We going to, man, the hell, man.
I'll pull it up.
We got to do this.
We're going to pull it up.
Look, man, we not cool with this, man. Israel, anybody that's scared to do this, move out the way. You're not fit to be judges.
Period.
It ain't nothing personal about him. We calling out wickedness. Whose side you on? When they had to go to Calf in the wilderness, what did Moses come down there and do? He slayed them. He said, who on the side with me? The Levites stood up and was like, we're going to ride with you. And they did what they had to do. We on the side of the Most High, bro.
I'm gonna find it. I'm gonna find it. I'm gonna find it.
We're not standing with wickedness.
But yeah, nah, and that's his words. He representing Gumby and God. I don't know how you do that. I'm gonna play a little bit of this, and then
we know who his God is. You know what I'm saying? We see who that is. You can't serve two masters.
You can't. Period. I don't care what excuse nobody gives. Let me see. I want to get straight to the point. Let me pause this. I want to get to the youngster. Where he at? Oh, here he is, right here. I want to get to his. I don't want to watch this whole thing. I just want to get here. This what I wanted. This is what I wanted right here. This is what I want right here.
Cars and would teach his other young friends and the Hoovers how to do the same. He was with the gunplay as well and loved his .38 revolver, robbing unsuspecting people in the neighborhood and having shootouts with the Hoovers' numerous rivals. In 1995, he would be featured on national TV after he was arrested on the television show LAPD Life on the Beat. Chipmunk and another young Hoover member were accused of going on a crime spree that day that included attempted murder, robbery, and jacking somebody for $25.
Chance the top of your head there, little man. Okay. Chance the top of your head there, little man. Okay. All right, you're just a little man, but you gotta do it.
What all of this for?
What do they call you, young man? What do they call you?
Chip.
Chip? What's this, dude? What do you gotta go inside, man? Been smoking the chronic?
No.
You got any tattoos, Chip?
Yep.
The officers know that each of the gangs has a characteristic tattoo.
Right there. Stand by. Mother?
What is all of this for?
We're just checking you out, man.
That ain't right.
No.
What ain't right?
Ain't wrong. It's all good, man, all right?
Yeah.
How old are you, young man?
Hey, well, Dad. How many times have you asked me this?
You get yourself in trouble one of these days, aren't you? Huh. Hey, Big. Stand by. Mother? Do you know the young man that was with him?
They just left my
Okay. The little young ones, 12, 13 years old, they're trying to prove themselves, so they'll go out and put in the work because they know nothing's going to happen to them.
He was arrested and locked up at the Los Padrones Juvenile Hall, and only 3 weeks after his release, he would meet a very tragic fate. On the night of August 26, 1995, he was chilling on the block with the Hoovers when a rival gang pulled up on him in a car with somebody holding a handgun in the front seat and somebody holding a rifle in the back seat and started firing multiple shots into the crowd. Chipmunk was hit multiple times and died on the scene. His death hit the Hoovers hard, and they vowed to get revenge for their fallen young homie.
So you see, when you throw up this sign right here, y'all see this? Y'all see that Hoover little sign that our brother Alizar is glorifying, throwing up? Nothing comes with this but death. Nothing comes with this but death. That's why we renounce it. That's why we renounce it. This young man was 12 years old. You can hear how he's talking, how eloquent he is at 12. What he could have been.
Yeah, the proper direction. Yeah.
If he had the proper direction, if he would have had an OG homie like Gumby to direct him the right way. But this is what we glorifying. I can't respect it. I can't respect it. You know what I mean? When I seen this, I was tragic.
I'm really trying to rationalize with my brother. Like, okay, so like throwing up Hoover, wearing hats, you know what I mean? Saying cuz groove every goddamn sentence. What is that supposed to do? Like,
what is that doing? I don't know.
How is that about God?
I don't know.
Yeah, Hawashai wasn't doing that.
He sat with the sinners.
But he wasn't doing that. He wasn't talking like them.
But y'all squares, y'all don't know.
We got the scriptures.
I'm trying to save people. I'm trolling you. I'm trolling you.
Yeah, I know, yeah. Like,
I'm trolling you. I'm trolling
you. You could get to the people. I mean, he eloquent. Alizar is smart enough to get to the people without doing that. He could just get off on his knowledge. The brother got to get the gav. He can talk really, really well. You don't got to do all that. You a poser. You faking, bro. You glamorize this lifestyle because you never really lived it. And you seen it and you witnessed it from an observation.
From afar. You probably came to LA for a little bit.
Seen it and got
moved back out.
Yeah. Let's keep it a buck.
Come on, man. Let's keep it real.
Over there, man.
Let's keep it real, man. Let's keep it real. Let's stop playing these games.
He's not gonna be able to go to whatever Hoover said.
Hey, listen. Let me show y'all something. Let's be honest, man. Let's be honest, man. Let me see if I can find it real quick. Fair use. Fair use.
Bring it up. Bring it up.
I want to see this. Hold on real quick. Was this the year? No, that was 10 days ago. This is when
they had the shit up?
No. I want not the recent hood day. I wanted one of their hood days where my young boy was out there. But I wanted to see where was Alizar at for his hood days.
Well, let's just get the one that was recent, the one that just got shot up.
Which one? Let's see.
2 weeks ago.
This one, yeah. This one is this one right here.
No, not that one.
This was 11 days ago. Yeah.
Oh, okay,
83rd. A. Trey Hoover hood day shot up last night. 8 wounded. Let's watch.
Face up, Papa J. If Ferraris with a K, niggas trolling on the ground. Manhunt, catch a case, catch a punk, he gon' lay.
Dad and 6 others injured.
Now, mind you, Alizar was out here, wasn't he? Like, I don't know if he was out here for the hood day, but he shouted out the hood day on his Instagram.
He did?
Yeah, he shouted out the hood day. 8 bodies dropped from your hood.
So look, Alizar, now look, I speak as a fool, as our beloved brother Paul say, right? I'm speaking as a fool. I don't want to hear no Bible scriptures. I don't want to hear none of that, bro. Your hood got shot up. It's time to clip up and get active. We're not trying to hear none of that. Oh, I'm about God.
But no, he's gonna say, y'all stupid because I'm not a gangbanger, but I'm from there. Stop, man. Stop, bro. Stop, man. You can't run that. We from LA, bro. You can't run that game, bro. You can run that on all the out-of-towners you want and thousands of people that follow you. You can't run that on us, bro. You can't. We know too many people from your hood, quote unquote.
They won't respect you.
Listen, bro.
They won't respect you.
Listen.
Is he from A. Trey Hoover?
I don't know what set he from in the Hoovers. I think it's A. Trey Hoover.
Because that's the one that got shot up through the spirit, how the Most High work. They said got shot up. He announced that he's from Hoover 3-4 days later, and then subsequently, right after that, they get hit with a RICO charge.
That's judgment. And it's all centered around all of this recent crazy antics from our brother.
Yeah, it is going on in his first life, which we're not gonna bring up, but
right.
No,
I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about the gang banging antics.
Oh, the gang
stuff, all that Hoover and cuz, and I'm a Hoover and I'm a gang and all that. All right, let's watch a little bit of this.
2 people are dead and 6 others injured in a shooting in downtown LA.
It happened following an unofficial after party for the Hard Summer Music Festival. KTLA 5's Aaron Myers live at the scene in downtown LA with the latest details. Aaron, good morning.
Good morning to you both. We know that police went to this party. They shut it down. And then a couple hours later, shots rang out. As you said, 8 people were shot, 2 of them killed. You can see the scene here is active. Officers there in the distance. Also a canopy. Now, they do have a large area blocked off near East 14th Place and Griffith for this investigation. And it was a very chaotic scene earlier. Take a look.
I wonder why Alizar didn't say, hey, rest in peace to the homies that got shot up and died.
It was somebody mama who died.
Somebody mama from the hood?
Somebody mama from there. She shouldn't have been there anyways.
2 people died.
Somebody mama.
What about the send the prayer? Like, I haven't heard them say send the prayers up for the Hoovers that got shot up, the 8 people that got shot. Hey, Israel, send y'all. Well, I ain't heard no mention of that. It's just been a whole bunch of no jumper nonsense.
Yeah, throwing up the hood.
Yeah, it's been a whole bunch of no jumper.
Look, this ain't the time to be a party crib. This ain't the time to see. I don't want to hear that, bro. If you from Hoover, it's time to clip up. Go on a mission. Now I'm speaking as a fool, but if you own that, you should be on that. It ain't no time. Nobody want to hear no Bible scriptures right now, bro. If you really from that. 8 people from your hood just got shot. It's time to clip up. What are you doing? If you really from that. Don't play it where it's safe. Oh man, no, I'm just gonna be the no jumper crib, and I'm gonna, I'm gonna post pictures and I'm gonna throw up Hoover when it's convenient, but when it's inconvenient, I'm a priest. Nah, we don't want to hear that, bro. If you really from A. Trey Hoover, like you say you is, your hood just got shot up. It's time to clip up.
And that's what OG Gumby said. That's what OG Gumby said. I'm only with the killers. I'm only with the killers. I want the killers, the hyenas and the killers. That's what he said.
Family, look, we speaking as a fool. We talking about if you on that type of time. We know damn well we not on that. We 100% against it. That's why we titled it "Gangbanging Must Die." We just saying if that's the time you on and you really from that and you wearing H hats and hood day this and hood day that, well now it's time to show. We want to see all.
We want to see it.
All this, we want to see it now. You say you gorilla, well it's time to be gorilla now.
But again, nah, y'all stupid. I didn't say I was a gangbanger. I'm just from the hood. Okay.
Shut up then.
I don't want to see you.
Don't post nothing else. Don't do none of that no more. Shut up. Go back in the house and be set and be a priest. That's what you need to do.
Video shows people running down the street. Police trying to put up crime scene tape as many flee the area. 2 people also seen down on the ground, one in the middle of the street, not moving. Police say around 11 p.m. they saw a possible armed individual go into a party. Officers did shut down that party and say one person was detained for possession of a firearm. About 2 hours later, they came back to the same area for a shots fired radio call. And an infight does show an after party happening in the area last night on the 1200 block block of Paloma Street. It appears to be an unofficial after party for the Hard Summer Music Festival that happened this weekend. At this time, we can't confirm the party was related to the shooting, but there was a large crowd blocking the
This is
roadway.
so sad, man. Like this type of stuff, it hurt my heart that this is still going on. I hate this. Like I really do hate this with a passion. Like I hate gangbanging. I hate gangbanging as much, or probably just even a little bit more than I hate the white man. Because we supposed to be brothers and we shooting each other up like this. And that's just not for LA. That's for Chicago. That's for New York,
Indiana, yeah, they all on
Atlanta, Indiana, Florida, you know what I mean? Like Detroit.
Yeah, they own that.
St. Louis.
Yeah.
All that. Any type of murder that's going on with my brothers and sisters, I hate it. I hate it with a passion. And I'm going to let y'all know, I'm going to stand up. You want to know why we talking about it and why we saying something about it? Because you're supposed to be a righteous man, being a righteous example. We talking about gangbanging. Nah, we going to show you it ain't cool to be an Israelite and gangbang, period. We not about to sit down and be quiet and let this rigmarole take place. And next thing you know, all of a sudden, we got a whole bunch of influence of people thinking it's cool to gangbang and be a Hebrew at the same time. Nah, we not doing it. We not doing it. We not standing by for it. We going to let y'all know it must die. It ain't personal. It's business. Gangbanging must die. The ideology and the mindset behind killing your own brother must die. It must die. The old man must die. Period. It must die.
Oh yeah. The sister said something about, you seen that?
Yeah, I seen that. Nah, and that's what I'm saying. Like we gonna talk about it. It's crazy how we not supposed to talk about nothing, but everybody else can talk about gangbanging and all that and talk about whatever they want to talk about. Now we gonna speak on it.
That's why we got to be judges. You know what I mean? This is really like not your place right now, sister. Respectfully, like the judges of Israel, they got to say what they got to say. We on the side of Yahweh, and that's evil and it's wicked. And we see a brother that's prominent in the nation, and he's standing next to that. We speaking in it. We speaking on it. We calling it out. Anybody associated with it getting called out because the Most High God is not pleased with it. Obviously.
Period. And these are the same people that probably would have told Moses, don't do that. Don't make them drink the gold melted down, Moses. Don't cut their head off and put it on stakes, Moses.
Right.
Nah.
Moses not to do that.
Nah. We gonna talk about it because it's evil, it's wicked. And when was it ever Hebrews never was able to talk about stuff? Hebrews talk about everything. You talk about
no, it's because it's him.
I know.
Yeah,
it's only because it's him.
Yeah,
we can't say nothing because it's him. And that's not cool.
And when we doing this, we don't. It's not Alazar. We looking past him. He don't care about nothing we talking about. We talking about the spirit behind it. That's what we attacking. It's the spirit. He's so much later than sin. He probably not even caring about nothing we talking about. He probably looking at it like we hate him. So it ain't about him. I don't even think we can reach the brother. It's the brothers. It's the other brothers, the sincere brothers that's coming into.
That's gonna watch this.
That's gonna watch this and think it's cool because they see somebody that's prominent, that has a voice, that's recognized, and be like, oh well, he doing it. I guess I ain't got too much to know. It's not cool. That's who it's for. The sincere brothers that's really trying to repent.
Period.
And then they see somebody that speaks well because he's elegant and he speaks extremely well and he know how to teach. And they think, well, it's not much I have to change. So let me just associate myself with him. No, it's not cool. You got to change.
You have to.
The scriptures say it all throughout. You can't be your old man in this. You can't be your old woman in this.
And we don't care about human ideology of what you talking about. You could be a Crip and be a Hebrew. No, you can't. Not what the Bible say. Bible said in Proverbs, we read it earlier.
Said that too?
A lot of people were saying that. Like just what I've been seeing. You know, where does it say it's a sin to be a Crip? Or when does it say it's sin to say cuz?
Stupid. Where does it say we can't smoke crack?
Don't say it nowhere.
So let's be stupid then, Israel. If we're gonna be foolish and we're gonna revert to that folly, well, let's be stupid then. Where does it say in the scriptures we can't have orgies? Verbatim. Not implied. I mean, if you want to be stupid like that,
I think Israel. the crack was the best one.
Yeah.
Where does it say we can't smoke crack?
Smoke crack.
That was the best one.
It's just dumb. Like, stop it, man.
That was the
Stop it.
best one.
Stop it.
If I'm not abusing the crack, well, I'm not abusing the crack, and technically, crack is actually a plant which comes from the coca leaf.
Yeah,
That it's really a herb if you think about it.
It's
and
a spirit behind it, man.
that's the point.
That's the point. That's where we attack. And some of y'all too cardinal and can't see the spirit. So I can't really talk spiritual thing to a cardinal man because you're not gonna see it. So if you cardinal and you don't see what's going on in the spirit, then it's safe for you. Simple.
Period.
Simple.
Near there, multiple ambulances arrived at the scene, the injured on stretchers. Police were also seen helping one woman who appeared to be bleeding on the back of her leg. At one point, police formed a skirmish line, also marking the area for evidence where it looks like bullet casings were found. Now detectives are handling the investigation. The LAPD telling us what that investigation would entail.
I still need to canvas.
See that? So I want to find the one though, man. I think that was it 2004? Let me see. I want to find that one. Hold on. If I can't find it, it's all good. I ain't tripping. But I want to see if I could find it. But yeah, man. And if you got anything else you want to pull out, if you want to pull out some a scripture or whatever the case may be. I want to find it though, man. It was a minute ago. If I can't find it, then it's all good.
Yeah, I'm gonna get Galatians.
Okay, go ahead. I'm gonna stop sharing my screen. I'm gonna see if I can find it.
Galatians 5 real quick. Spirit of power of the Most High, man. We got to be honest, sincere. Somebody got to do the dirty work. Somebody got to do the hard part of this stuff. And not be afraid to deal with whatever backlash to come. We don't give a goddamn what backlash to come with it because we sincere and we read about Yahweh's people. And the Most High ain't pleased with none of this foolishness, right? Galatians chapter 5, verse. I'm going to start at verse 16. It says, "This I say then, walk in the spirit, and ye shall not fulfill the lust of the flesh. For the lust of the flesh against the for the flesh lusts against the spirit, and the spirit against the flesh. And these are contrary to one another, so that ye cannot do the things that ye would. But if you be led by the spirit, you are not under the law. Now the works of the flesh are manifest, which are these: adultery, which is what gangbanging promotes; fornication, which is gangbanging promotes; uncleanliness, it's what gangbanging promotes; lasciviousness, which is just strong sexual lust desires. Gangbanging promotes that, right? Didn't the Hoovers just got raided and hit on a sex trafficking scheme?
Yep.
Sex trafficking minors might add that, right? Idolatry. What do you think their hood hats is? That's an idol. What do you think the color of their rag is? That's an idol, right? What do you think when they celebrate their little hood days? That's their feast days. The language, the calligraphy, how they be crossing out their enemies and, sensationalizing and glorifying their hoods and, misspelling words and adding a hood to the word. That's all an idol. That's idolatry. An idol is not just designated to white Jesus or the so-called Prophet Muhammad or the Kaaba stone. It's more extensive than that. It's way more broad spelled than that. The blue rag, the red rag, the green rag, the purple rag. I don't give a damn what rag you wear. The orange rag, that's an idol. That rag represents something, a standard of living, an identity. That's an idol. That's idolatry that people reverence, that they worship, that they give devotion to, and they're willing to die for it. You hear them say that all the time, right? I die for this, right?
Yeah, facts.
That's an idol. It's idolatry. And if you say it's not, you stupid. You just stupid. You being foolish at this point. Keep going. Witchcraft, cooking up dope. Every gang cooking up dope. You know what I mean? They don't have the same dope in every hood, but down there, every hood is they serving something. They got something they doing, right? They teach you that relatively young. They got a dope house where they actually chemists in the lab cooking up something. That's witchcraft. That's sorcery. Hatred. Every gang got hatred. They hate their own among their own tribe, and then they hate the brothers down the block who's also their people as well. You know, who they went to school with, who they play marbles with, who they play red light, green light with, who they play Pop Warner football with. You know how sad that got to be for mothers and fathers that play Pop Warner football with each other because you live on this side of the freeway and I live on this side of the freeway. We vow to kill each other now, but we was cool and we came up together in elementary school. But now since you stay a couple blocks down the street and I stay a couple blocks down this street, now we gotta kill each other. And we gotta hate each other and we gotta pretend like we didn't spend the night over each other's houses. We didn't shoot marbles in the backyard. We didn't play pogs with each other. You know what I mean? We didn't do none of those things. We're gonna forget all about that because now we older and you live on that side. I live on this side and I vow to kill your side. So when I see you, it's on. It's called hatred, man. It's called hatred. Variance, which is a strong contention. A strong contention against each other. Every hood has a rival. Every hood has a rival, man. And sadly enough, if they run into their rival, it's not going to end good. It's not going to end good. Unfortunately, you know what I mean? It's very rare you run into your rivals and they give you a pass. Very rare in California. Very rare. Subtle. If you run into them and you outnumber, there's chances that you're going to find yourself a victim of a circumstance. Unfortunately, right? This is all gangbanging right here. The scriptures say this is the fruits of the flesh. These are the deeds of the flesh, right? Which, let me see what I said. Variance, emulation, wrath. Everybody's mad. What's that one precept in Sirach where it talks about?
Which one?
I forget how it reads, but it basically says somebody that's ingratiating in wrath. I'm paraphrasing. Man, these dudes is impossible to be around, man, because the Most High God didn't make wrath for man. Like when you're in rage, I mean, I'll get another one. I can't think of
like a bull caught in the net.
Not that one. It's one. It's a rock, but I'll just say there's another one where it talks about travel not with a bold fellow. It's Rock 8. I think it's like verse 15, 16. You know what I mean? Because he's going to put you in a precarious situation, a life-threatening situation, which gangbanging essentially does. You're going to die. Let me get that real quick, man. I got to bring it out.
Yeah, bring that out. And I got one more precept too.
You got one? Yeah, bring it out.
Yeah, in Proverbs. No, I'm going to let you bring out yours first. But I got one more in Proverbs that I'm going to bring out.
It's Rock 8. Verse 15. It says, travel not by the way with a bold fellow, lest he become grievous unto thee, for he will do according to his own will, and thou shalt perish with him through his folly. Scripture's giving you advice not to, travel with a man like that, man, because he's going to do according to his own will, which is serve his idol, his gang. And even if you're not with it, you complicit because you associated with it. And here's the harsh reality about gangbanging everywhere, but especially in LA. It's not going to be too many people going to ask you where you're from. They're going to see you and they're going to shoot. They're not asking questions. See, look, when we go out there, we never really worry. We got the French. We know we got the cover of the Most High Yahweh. But I'm saying, when we be like teaching and stuff, we're not worried about the people that's from that neighborhood. It's their enemies we worried about.
Yeah, we be worried about the enemies.
Because their enemies come out over there and they not asking no questions.
Nah, they just gonna shoot.
They're gonna just say, oh, there they go right there. Which is why we encourage uniformity and things of that nature. You know what I mean? So we don't become a victim of a circumstance. Because there's been plenty of times when we was teaching them, we started bow and we was teaching them out of Rotterdam house. Plenty of times. Just walking, normal, routine, getting people, walking them home to their cars, stuff like that. People pull up on the side of, hey, where y'all niggas from? Man, you don't see these fringes, bro? We Hebrews. Oh, my bad, black. All right. But I'm saying that to say it's really dangerous out here. It can get real tricky. I hated it. I mean, you know, I love that essence of being in your house, but I hated it because I'm like, it's so goddamn dangerous.
Yeah,
walking people
yeah,
to
it
their
was.
car.
Yeah, yeah, it was. It
It was a
was dangerous.
cul-de-sac right there, and I'm like, if they
Yeah,
get out and hop,
it was
they
a
know where to run.
it was a couple of times. I can't find that one video of the I forgot what year that was of the Hoover Hood Day. I wanted to
with your boy,
with my boy, yeah, my boy T-Raw, but I can't find it, but it's all good. I do got one short clip to show, and then you know, one scripture, and it can end it if you ain't got no more.
Nah, I
but
got nothing.
nah, man, we used to back when camp used to be at my house, my old apartments, we used to have to walk people to their cars by twos. You know what I mean? We used to have to walk people to their cars by twos or whatever at night. And I remember one time it was me and Ra'ib. It was me and Ra'ib one night. And it was me and him, and I forgot who he was walking to their car. And you know, Fig right there is a big street.
Right.
It's a big street. Right. So me and Ra'ib walked across the street. A car rolled past on Fig and passed us up. But when it passed us up, mind you, it was dark. So when it passed us up, he stopped and pulled back. Pulled back.
Yeah, in fact.
And he was like, "Hey, where y'all niggas from?" Yeah. And we was like, "We from Israel. We Israelites." Like we was like, "We Israelites." Right. And then as soon as we was walking to, he was like, "Oh, all right, for sure, for sure." And then we was like, "Hold on. Let us tell you what it is." Then he was like, "No, all right, for sure." And he pulled off. But the point is, imagine if I was on no jumper. I'm an Israelite, ain't gonna work.
Nah.
I'm an Israelite, ain't gonna work. He gonna be like, "Nah, I seen you from no jumper. Ain't you from Hoover?"
Gotta stand on that, bro.
But the fact that we was like, "Nah, we don't bang, we Israelites." He was like, "Oh, for sure. Put the fist up and everything." And then we trying to stop him, and he drove off. And I was like, "Man, our people crazy." He literally drove past us, stopped, pulled, reversed back on Fig. It was late at night. Where y'all from? We told him we from Israel. Oh, no. All right, y'all good. And he rode off. And there was also another time where Lob, some cats from Athens, you know what I mean? They didn't know who Lob was, you know, pulled up on him, you know, pulled out, whatever, and then they noticed his fringes. You see what I'm saying, people? You ain't all that bull crap. I'm joining a gang to get the gang. That's stupid. You're asking for a death wish if you live in LA to do that.
Sure, because your enemies, all they're gonna hear is you from Hoover. You know how many people hate the Hoovers? All they hearing is you from Hoover. They not caring about, they burnt out, chaffed in the mind.
Right.
They not hearing nothing else, bro. All they gonna hear is he from Hoover. I vow to kill any and every one of them. So when I see him,
it's over. And that I'm an Israelite ain't gonna work. We ain't talking about no jumper. We're not talking about that. We talking about you on the block walking your congregants to their car, and somebody pull up and reverse on you and ask you where you from. The cameras is off. It ain't no TV shows. It ain't no lights, camera, action. Ain't none of that. It's just you, that car, and that gun between y'all two. That's why we say it's stupid to be getting on the internet talking about I'm from Hoover, but we know dang well you can't really do the works in LA like that.
Certainly not in his enemy hood.
Not in the enemy hood. You can't do no work. Like, how can we ever street teach with?
Nah, that would be stupid.
That would be dumb. We'll be suicidal to be like, yeah, come street teach with us in the 60s. But he would never, I don't even think he would be smart not to do that.
It would be in his best interest not to.
That's what I'm saying. So
they be out there on Slauson. We go to Slauson.
I know, they be out there.
Every time when we park in the parking lot and teach on Slauson and Crenshaw,
yeah,
there be thousands of them in that parking lot. That little, what's that, Popeyes right there?
Yeah.
They out there.
Fringes have become a salvation thing for us in LA now.
Yeah.
Because family, all we gotta do is be wearing these. And the hoods already know, oh, that's them Hebrews. How now we give a false perception of now Hebrews is gangbanging now. We can't do that, y'all. Y'all not thinking with the big picture. See, we from the city. We are able to walk around now, y'all. I told you I was about to get banged on that Food for Less over there on Imperial on Western.
Right, yeah.
I was about to get banged on. They seen my fringes dangling, and they didn't even. They was like, "Oh no, that's he one of those dudes that be on the corner."
So look, we in the 60s, right?
Yeah.
We going to teach on Slauson and on Crenshaw. I'm getting the guys together. We're getting the equipment and all that. I'm like, form the line. One, we're gonna, because we always do things in order, right? We walk in the line, and then I could overhear the 60s talking. They like, who's them ROTC looking niggas, man? Them niggas in order. Them niggas militant. Look at these niggas, man. It's like, look at these militant ass niggas, man. What they about to go do? But when we walk by, and I was like, hey, Shalom, Black, how you doing? They was like, hey, yeah, peace.
Facts. You don't gotta be from their hood to get their respect. What are we talking about? What are we talking? I throw up the set to save their soul. What are we talking about? You don't gotta do that to get respect from them. If anything, you look goofy.
Yeah, facts.
Fringes on. Like what?
Yeah, ass backwards, man.
Bro, don't make sense. My gosh, this is aggravating, bro. Like it's really aggravating. We ain't talking about no jumper. We're talking about real life, real gang banging. How many of real gang bangers that be up at no jumper and be like, Adam, you think this a game, bro? You playing. Just seen Munchie B and my other boy from Peru. They was like, Adam, you be playing, you be knowing what you doing. I forgot my boy from Peru.
Stirring up all that toxicity.
Yeah, like you know what you doing, Adam.
See, look, a brother said right here. See, he said he live in that section. Look, he said it's going down over there, man. He said, look. Kanai, he said, I'm right down the street from Crenshaw and Slauson on Van Ness and Gage. They out here set tripping like a mug.
And that's what we teach.
We teach on that street.
We teach on Crenshaw and Slauson.
In between that.
Yes, we teach on Slauson and Western, Crenshaw and Slauson. What's that on Florence? Florence and Crenshaw.
Yeah, well, they be out there.
We teach on Florence and Crenshaw.
Yeah, they be over there at the
We teach all over there. And I got brothers I know from 60s and all that.
I just don't want to be associated with that, bro.
Nah, I don't.
Whatsoever. You know what I mean? Because we teach out there, and I don't know. We're gonna deal with what we got to deal with. But I'm just saying, it might be a situation where now they think, oh, all them Hebrew niggas is gangbangers now. Let's go check their temperature.
Yeah, hey, we know some of y'all be banging, right?
No.
Nah, we don't.
100%.
Let me say this one thing real quick. This one more video. I couldn't find it. The other one I wanted to look. But look at these kids, man. This is what we associating ourselves with. This is what we associating ourselves with. Hold on one second. Let me make sure y'all can let me make sure y'all can hear the This is what we doing. This is how we look when we throw up. This is how we look when we be throwing up they sets and all that. Talking about we from they hood and all that. I hope y'all can hear, but this is what we look like. Look at that. Little kids throwing up the set. This 7-4 Hoover. This is what Gorilla Hebrew is associating himself with. Look at these young kids out here throwing up the set. See that? Throwing up the set. We don't look no different than them throwing up the set with fringes on.
Yeah, we not separating the clean.
We not separating the clean from the unclean. We not separating the clean from the unclean. That's how we look. Foolish. These are babies right here. So imagine one of these babies like run a.
Imagine a Levite doing this shit. Huh?
A Levite, yeah.
Join unto Yah. We doing this? Come on, man. Are you serious?
Yeah, man.
Moses. Moses throwing up gang signs.
Man, I digress, man. Let me read one more, man. Let me see.
I mean, I ain't gonna take. He said, "You mean that?" I ain't gonna take no jabs at it. It's more so just the spirit behind it. You know what I'm saying? It's the spirit behind it. Personally, I ain't saying nothing personally about it. I don't know the brother personally. I'm just talking about the spirit behind gangbanging and false flagging and, you know, ingratiating something that you should be sick and disgusted with. That's what we're talking about. Something we should be ashamed of and something we should be shaking our head about, especially being informed and knowing what time it is. Not about the people, because we love our people. We're talking about the lifestyle, the curses, the effects of the curses. We hate it. I hate seeing my people marginalized. I hate seeing my people disenfranchised. I hate seeing the sadistic, parasitic, cancerous lifestyle that we live in these gangs. Right? I hate it with a passion. And you should too if you godly and you like the Most High and you trying to be like the Most High.
Man, where is that at, man? Dang, where is that at in Proverbs?
What you looking for, King?
Run not with the multitude to do evil or something like that. Let me see.
You want I know the one in Exodus in the law. Follow not the multitude to do evil. Is that the one you want?
Nice one in Proverbs though. Let me see. Let me see.
You talking about the 16th that the Most High hate?
Not that one. Not that one. I'm probably dang. Let me see.
And see, that's what the brother see. He hitting it. That's my point. Brother Kanaya, you on point. Yeah, exactly. It's the motives. It's the spirit behind it. It ain't no personal attack. It's the spirit behind it. This is a spiritual thing that we doing. We wrestle not with flesh and blood. It's a spiritual battle. We dealing with spiritual wickedness in high places. So we say question the motives and the spirit behind the way he comes through to teach. Even though I can't take away the brother is cold, but we're not taking away his skills in terms of teaching. We're talking about the spirit and the intentions behind it. You know what I mean? It's the spirit. It's giving the wrong message.
Yeah, let's you know what? Let's just read Proverbs 4 and I'll read
You want me to get the one in the law? It kind of reads like
you could get the one in the law, but it's one I want specifically though, but I can Proverbs 4 will suffice. It's a scripture I used to read in high school that, you know, remember everybody used to run to the fights? Yeah. And I stopped running the fights because I seen it in the Proverbs where it said don't run. Follow. Yeah, I thought it was in Proverbs. I know it's in Proverbs.
Just will kind of read a little bit.
Go ahead, read it. Go ahead.
Exodus 23:2. It says thou shalt not follow a multitude to do evil. Neither should thou speak in a cause to decline after many to rest judgment. Is that what you wanted?
Nah, it's when they talking about like basically if they trying to get you to go with them to rob or to steal, like that. It's
that one. Okay.
In Proverbs.
I know where you at. I know it's Proverbs 1.
Is it 1?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I thought it was
I got you.
Oh yeah. 1. Thank you.
Yeah.
And 10.
Yeah, that's what you wanted.
Yeah.
It's the book of Proverbs, chapter 1.
Yeah, this the one that when I started reading the Bible in high school, I was like, damn, this is gangbanging. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, read this one.
Verse 10?
Yeah.
Proverbs chapter 1, verse 10. It says, my son, if sinners entice thee, consent thou not. If they say, come with us, let us lie wait for blood, let us lurk privately for the innocent without cause.
That's what gangs do. Read.
Let us swallow them up alive as the grave and whole, and those that go down into the pit. We shall find all precious substance. We shall fill our houses with spoil.
That's what gangs do, don't they?
They taking everything.
They killing, they robbing. That's what gangs do.
Yeah, they're gonna strip.
Read verse 14.
Verse 14. It says, cast in thy lot among us. Let us all have one purse.
Read.
My son, walk not thou in the way with them. Refrain thy foot from their path.
It says, refrain thy foot from their path. Am I gonna throw up their hood?
Hell no.
Am I gonna wear their insignia?
Hell no.
Am I gonna say they lingo?
Hell no.
The Bible says, walk not in their path. That's what the Bible said.
I mean, truthfully speaking, I don't think the real active ones will respect what he's doing.
No. I definitely not. Not the real ones.
The ones that's in the trenches, they're not respecting that.
Nah, not them. Nah, not them young bulls. Nah, they ain't gonna respect none of that.
They're warring. They can't respect
that. Read verse 15 to 16.
Verse 15. It says, my son, walk not thou in the way with them. Refrain thy foot from their path. For their feet run to evil and make haste to shed blood.
Read.
surely in vain the net is spread in the sight of any bird.
Read.
And they lay wait for their own blood. They lurk privately for their own
Because
lives.
that lifestyle only gives you one thing, death. That lifestyle only brings you one thing, death. So the Bible says that all Hoover Crip lifestyle, all 60 Crip lifestyle, all blood members from the Brims to Inglewood, all they lifestyle, all leads to death. So I don't want to throw up their hood. I don't want to throw up their insignia. I don't want to say their words, their terms. I don't want to broadcast that I'm from their hood. I don't want to do none of that because the Bible said that they lifestyle lead to death. And take that how you want it. That's all I got, man. What you got, Doc?
Nah, we'll leave it right there. Shit, we'll leave it right there, bro. Hey, Israel, peace and blessings and Godspeed to y'all, man. We love y'all, but look, Israel, we got to stand on righteousness, man. Stand on business. Who's going to rise up against evildoers and workers of iniquity? Who's going to do it? Somebody got to do it.
And again, we love that brother. We want that brother to repent. We want that, but no matter what, how anybody feel, I don't care how nobody feel about it. We love that brother and we want that brother to repent. We hope that brother repent and we hope that brother come back in the grace of the Most High. But the way that brother going is going off. You can't teach the Bible and be an active gang member. Our cousin and cripping and all that. It don't work like that. Period. I don't care what you say, how you say it. It's evil. I don't stand for it. I don't respect it. Furthermore, but I still love my people. I love that brother still, regardless of how he may feel, anybody may feel, regardless how Crips feel and Bloods feel. We love y'all and we want y'all to repent and come out of that evil mind of killing your own brother. And by all the power invested in me, I'm going to push this truth to the four corners of the earth, and I'm going to push this truth in LA. And I'm going to be the cause, man. We done came so far, y'all. We can wear fringes. It's unheard of. We can wear fringes now, and that's almost like colors in the sense of they know you ain't you good. Yeah. Fringes to save your life now in today's time. Sure. Fringes, do y'all understand? Fringes could save your life. They won't even bang on you when they see your fringes. We came a long way, and that's because we put that work in the hood. Period. So, love y'all. With that being said, Yahweh Shem Yahshua Barakatah, Most High in Christ bless. If y'all want to get in contact with us, email us at believersoftheway144k@gmail.com. If you want to give any type of donation, we gladly appreciate it. You can hit our Zelle up at believersoftheway144k@gmail.com. That's our Zelle. Please do it after our Shabbat, Friday night to Saturday night. If you want to get in contact with us, you can email us. We love y'all. Y'all have a beautiful night. Let's keep striving for truth. And gangbanging must die, man. Shalom, family. All praises.